I just heard that news right before I came on the stream. I don't know how long ago they removed them off of sneakers, but they're no longer there. So I think that's one of the shoes that I was going to talk about. But I feel like, I mean, with that news, obviously it changes it up. And to be honest with you, I was under the impression that the shoe had already released. I mean, I know he donated some to the school. I thought that was around the time that they released, and that was that. But I guess they still have an official release yet. They still gonna have an official release, another release for it. But it's gonna be hard as hell to get them. Obviously, I mean, it's already a really really nice shoe in itself. But then with the unfortunate situation happening, it's just gonna rev that up. Another thing that I heard before I got on stream, I don't know if anybody cares or knows, but I heard something happened to Madonna today. That's kind of crazy. Hopefully everything's okay with that. I don't know. It's kind of spooky. You know what I mean? A lot of things happening nowadays. A lot of things going down. Um, so yeah, as last night, I will tonight get a little bit more into some of the releases coming up over the next few days or weeks that you and I might like, or I get your feedback on them, see what it is. You know what I mean? Um, Probably a few other topics out there. Of course, you guys shoot your questions if you have anything you want to say or talk about. Because I had a busy day editing, and then I had to go run around, take care of a couple things when I did my shipping off. So I didn't like go to any stores or anything like that. Sorry about the background noise. You know how that goes. I feel like oh, what's up, Larry? Yeah. I was talking about that last night. I'm gonna eventually just select people from that video because of the simple fact that we didn't reach the goal. But as I'm approaching 30K, I want to up the giveaways that I do on the channel. So very soon I'm gonna be hitting up I'm gonna be announcing that giveaway and just select people from the comment section because the people who did do it, shout out to you, and I appreciate that, even though it hadn't got to the like count goal. That was really what I was waiting on, but we're at like 29.8, almost to 3,000 or 30K. So I'm gonna select the winners around that time. Of course, I'll make videos about it and let everybody know. But the giveaway's still going on. It's not dead. It's not over with. I'm still gonna do it based off of that video. So people watching now, later on, go check out the video, watch it, and follow the instructions to have your chance to win a pair. I still have the shoes right here. These black ones. Where am I at? These black shoes right here is for the giveaway. So it's not like they disappeared or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Larry Perkins. Good looking out on the question. Um, but yeah, that was it. I was trying to give it time for it to reach the goal. Didn't quite do it, but teach is on. It's cool. Let me see. Let me see if I can see where it's at right now. I could look at it actually on my phone as opposed to bringing that up. Big shout out to everybody in here. Big shout out to everybody in here. I am live on Bossco Mitchell, Bobby Thrift, and my Twitch channel. Shout out to anybody watching on whatever channel you're watching on. Do me the favor, hit the like button, especially if you're on YouTube. I'm not sure if there's a like button for Twitch streams, but yeah, the more likes we get on the videos, I want to get some shots in, talk about some stuff like we did yesterday. I had a good time with that. I think I drank a little too much, but I mean, I'm in the presence of my own crib, so I didn't drink too much. What I mean by that is the fact that I wanted to kind of do some work afterwards, and I thought I was going to. I was like, yeah, I could do something afterwards, but after I got done, I'm like, man, just enjoy chilling for a second and then start it over in the morning. You know what I mean? So, you know, because of that, I slept in a little longer, woke up early to take care of some business, then fell back asleep to like 8:39. And I wanted to be live at that time, like I was yesterday. So we're working on it, get these alarms together, get my body used to it, get to the gym some more, get my energy up more. You know what I mean? Brian, what's good with you? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate that, Brian. Trying to go out, find what's out there, show people what's out there. Hopefully that you guys can catch the deals if you're able to, or check them out online. Mario, what it do? Welcome to the stream. How you doing this evening? Um, yeah, so Yeah, that was what it was, Larry. I'm still gonna do the giveaway. It was really just trying to find out um if we can get to that like situation. Because sometimes, YouTube, they push videos out and it takes a video a little time to gain some traction, you know what I mean? So but it's to each his own. It goes into my point of what I talked about yesterday, you know, about the channel, how it feels. I'm at almost 30K, but it don't quite feel like 30K, but it does start feeling like 30K. YouTube, the numbers is crazy. I don't pay attention to it no more in the main sense. I just continue to do my grind and talk to y'all. I enjoy that the most. You know what I mean? I really do. But also, this is a way that I try to make things happen for myself. So, of course, that does matter to me. Oh, it doesn't show me right here how many. I got to look on my YouTube stuff, huh? I wanted to look at my YouTube stuff to see if it would tell me. If I go like this and look and see, it will. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Larry Perkins. So what I just was told, I haven't seen no updates like online, people talking about it. But one thing that did see about the shoe is the fact that I did post this in my Discord yesterday. Energy 810 links in the description if you guys want to join it. Let me share the screen. Um I wonder if this post, I mean, not just this one post, but maybe the fact that this happened, I'm sure that's why they postponed this drop. Um, Once that happened, the shoe shot up 40%. Born and raised SB Dunk prices raised 40% overnight with that news. People try to capitalize on the passings of people, which is unfortunate, but that's the world that we in. When everything happened with Kobe Bean, that was a crazy time because the morning of it, I'm gonna get back to this too, but the morning of Kobe passing, I was at the Nike outlet and I had got word while I was there, and I was in line about to check out, and then oh shit, yeah, so I was in line about to check out, and then I got the news while I was in line. I was like, what? What the? It was shocking. Of course, like everybody was surprised, but I was towards the end of my trip. I think I might have. I don't know what I have on camera from that day. I might have my outlet visit that day. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I do. But I was in line towards the back of the line. I saw that news and I realized while I was there, I seen a few Kobe items that I was already on the fence with grabbing for like either my members or for reselling already. This was before the news happened when I was doing my content. And then that happened. And I just went back and grabbed the one shoe. They had jerseys there. They had a few other shoes too, but I grabbed the one shoe, which I show it sometimes in the outro of some of my videos. It was the Kobe Grinch colorway, but not the Grinch. It was the not the Mamba Focus, but maybe the Mamba Fury, one of his side shoes that was green and red. It was a really dope one. I went back and scooped that up because I was already kind of close to grabbing it anyway. So I guess I have to admit I did go back and grab the shoe when I heard that. Like, oh well, let me get this for sure. Since I was on the fence for it, let me just grab it because I'm sure somebody would like it. But I did see people in the store start to go grab all his stuff that was in there, whatever they saw. People had made that U-turn too and went back and grabbed whatever Kobe stuff they could find that same day. And then you guys know the story. The rest is history as far as everything skyrocketing and everything for Kobe Bryant just going crazy for crazy amounts. Though the crazy thing about that too is shout out to everybody who hit the like button. Also, we're at 6 likes currently, 4 likes away from our first shot. We get 10 likes. Every 10 likes, I take another shot if you guys are just joining. So if you have not hit the like button, hit the like button because I'm trying to hit the Lobos tonight. We talked about this yesterday, and I finally got it back in my possession. I found a store that had them. Well, I went to the same store. I tried to give 2 other stores an opportunity, but nobody had them. Yeah, that same day, I already had some Kobe's on sale. I had maybe 3 pairs or 4. I have 4 pairs of the Kobe Chaoses, and they were all on sale on eBay. It was 3 pair. They were all on sale on eBay already. And you best believe with the quickness, when that news broke 20 minutes later, they all sold. I had them up for a minute on eBay too. with no movement, and then as soon as they drop, boom, people. As soon as that news dropped, people bought them. Of course, at the time, I canceled those first orders. Like, nah, y'all gonna have to hold that. I'm gonna just have to hold that loss too. I'm not gonna let these things go for as cheap as they're going. I canceled those first 3 orders. Um, wow. Yeah, so the price went up 40% on them overnight with the resale market. You see they're going for 1,000 already. That's what the last one has sold for. So the prices went crazy. I wonder what's the retail price what would they go up to? Larry Perkins, what's the retail for them now? 4th of July weekend, that's this weekend if I'm not mistaken, right? I don't really know, man. I'm probably gonna be in the cut chilling. I'll probably be streaming. I'm more than likely, depending how the grind is, I don't really have any plans to go anywhere. Unless like my girl or something or one of my friends hit me up, but I'm not really tripping. I'd rather be trying to stream with y'all and chill out, party with y'all. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, for the most part, that's what I might do. I mean, where I'm located, you can kind of see fireworks sometime. The school, the college, that's not too far from me. They be having fireworks sometime. But yeah, I'm not really tripping. I got to worry about my cat being so scared of the fireworks too. I'll be trying to make sure he good because there be people all up and down the block and just constant fireworks going on, and they get scared or you get scared. You know what I mean? What about you? What are your plans for 4th of July? And anybody out there who wants to reply to that? But to answer your question, hmm, what's the best advice for grabbing shoes, outlet stores, or mix? What's the best advice for grabbing shoes, outlet stores, or so you want to know what's the best advice for grabbing shoes at any like I see what you're saying. Do you want to know like where's the best places to go for deals, or you know? I'll just kind of go with what I could feel, what you might mean. I mean, mainly if you're going for shoes for retail arbitrage, trying to flip the shoe, mainly I would just ask. Um, One thing to focus on is at least hmm, doing your homework is a big thing. Doing your homework on the products that you're trying to grab is important. You gotta see what's kind of the popular thing. It depends on what type of reselling you're doing, if that's what you're talking about. Because there's the hype reselling and where you sell on the goats and stock X's and stuff, and there's like where you buy either used shoes or shoes without boxes, like at Ross and Marshalls and stuff like that. I mean, it's still kind of the same, but it's slightly different because your markets are slightly different. Having a full box as opposed to no box makes a big difference when you're selling stuff. It still kind of does. You can get more money, obviously, for having a full box than with the shoe not having a box. I mean, that matters, but at some points it don't. You still can have a sale, but if you can get things for with the full box, that definitely helps. Um, if you're going for reselling purposes, at best try to double up. A lot of times it'd be tempting if you can. That's the part that I was dealing with, trying to triple up and quadruple up. You know what I mean? You have to wait a little longer. So at least if you make it to where you double up, you can move your product a little faster and not sit on stuff as long. You know, because the key is to not really sit on things long. You want a fast turnaround on your stuff. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Somebody else just hit the like button. We had 7 likes on one channel. So hopefully you guys hit the like button. You know what I mean? And yeah, let me check the other channel too, because I combined a Bobby Thrift and Bosco Mitchell. Both of those likes together will combine for what we're trying to do. Okay, so we got 7 likes plus 4 likes. That's over 10 likes. So we're gonna go ahead and take one real quick. You're more than welcome to join if you like. But yeah, so that's it, man. Being selective on the things you're trying to grab. Make sure you do your homework on, the profit margin and how many people are selling the same thing that you have. and how much you can make, with keeping the price around the same market value. You don't always want to undercut people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you start the trend of running the price down, and nobody wants that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Larry. I was mainly speaking about the fact that the resale market went up crazy. Not the retail from Nike, but the resale market went up crazy once the news broke out about his passing um quickly. And I'm sure the price is still up there. And the fact that they took the shoe off of sneakers and it's not available anymore, um, I would imagine people who were able to get the shoes already, their prices are gonna go up too. You know what I mean? And I asked this yesterday, how do those kids feel? The kids who sold their shoe. There were some kids who got the pairs that he donated. They sold their shoe. I'm like, how are they feeling now? Are they kicking themselves because they could make so much more since they're into the resale thing? If they're in it for reselling, you know what I mean? No disrespect, obviously, but they're already resold it. So I'm just saying, from a mind of a reseller, what do they think? Twiz Loke, what it do? Taking a shot, first shot of the night. We reached over the first 10 likes. Every 10 likes, as it says on a ticker, we're gonna go ahead and take a shot. Or you can super chat $5 for a shot if you just want to see me take a shot or want to contribute to this. Because it's all about the contribution. So I'm gonna celebrate the contribution. You know what I mean? And Lobos is I made that face because it's just the first shot, I guess. But that shit is smooth, bro. It's smooth. It's patent. Okay. All right. I got one for a little later. I got one for myself a little later. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 4th of July. I don't know what I'm doing 4th of July. Amari says, I feel you. I mean, besides trying to get some good food, some good barbecue or something like that, that's probably it. I know a couple people who doing some cooking. So maybe I'll go grab a plate, possibly. But I don't see myself going nowhere to try to find, some fireworks, something like that. Back at it again, Twiz. We got to continue it going. I wanted to go live earlier in the day, but kind of ran things a little later. So I dropped my video later in the day. I wanted to go stream twice today, but couldn't make it happen. You just go with the flow. It is what it is. We here now, and y'all here with me. So big shout out to everybody here joining. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Yeah, so born and raises, went up in price. Um, because of what happened. Unfortunate. Rest in peace. Condolences to his family. Hopefully everything gets situated with that, just in general, and hopefully their time of grieving can be as easy as possible, even though that stuff is hard. This is the Lobos. I got me another clear bottle of the Lobos tonight. That's what we drinking. I took my first shot for the first 10 likes on the video on the stream. That helps out a lot, man. You guys hitting the likes helps out a lot. I want to celebrate that. As you guys hit the likes, it does refer to more people. I seen the difference in that. As you guys hit the likes, it showed more people the video or the stream, which made more likes come onto the stream. So I do appreciate that a lot. It's something easy for y'all to do, and it just helps out. You know what I mean? You guys watched a good amount as we were chopping it up. We're trying to get into that flow again more and more. I mean, I see myself, at least for this summertime period, like going. I want to say every day, every night, every day. That's the ultimate energy and goal I have for it. But I do run 3 channels and got to go out and get content too, and life is there too. So it's kind of difficult, but it's still it's kind of like I treat it like, when you hooped, when you're trying to get to where to the higher rankings of hooping, you got to put in a lot of work. And I used to put out 5-6 videos a day, and things changed up to where you couldn't really do that. But now I'm kind of in a mode where I can kind of do that again because I have 3 platforms. So I can kind of do that in a sense, but I still want to get time to break down these live streams sometime and bring those into, it's a whole little science to it, but we're going to get there. First, look at the Jordan 3 Fear. dropping in 2023. Kicks Dong, he been holding it down on Instagram. If you guys don't know about him, you should definitely follow him on Instagram if you guys are into like finding out about shoes a little bit before everybody else does. When I post them in the Discord, I definitely give them credit by leaving the handle in there so you guys can see who to follow for the information. Sneaker Bar Detroit, House of Heat, Sneaker News, um, and then a bunch of people on Instagram, as you guys have seen before. But these are looking not bad. These Jordan threes, um, don't know what the reception of this will be. If there will be a lot of people grabbing the shoe or not, who knows? Who really knows? So yeah, pretty cool shoe. I'm sure we'll get more detailed images a little later. You guys can let me know what you guys think about these, in the chat or in the replay if you're watching later on. Uh, but the shoe is not bad. Let me see if I make it bigger. That's what I need to do right there. Let me see. Let me see. Go ahead and jump in here and see if we can get this there. But yeah, it looks like it has some nubuck on there, or like some light suede. Not nubuck, or maybe suede or nubuck. I don't know. It's a different kind of colorway. It really is. And that elephant print just looks a little different on the shoe. I do know people like Jordan 3s a lot. I don't know if they like them like Jordan, you know, Jordan 4s, of course. Jordan 4 is the creme de la creme for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Creme de la creme. Yeah, everybody's trying to come up, man, and this is the time where people really try to do that stuff. It sucks to say, like I said, when the Kobe thing happened, I kind of, in a sense, after me explaining my story, you guys could be more of a judge. I don't think I was a victim or like I kind of contributed to it, but not really. I had Kobe's already available for sale before he passed. You know what I'm saying? So even for me going back to get that shoe after double thinking about it, it's not considered taking advantage of the culture just because I know it's definitely run the prices up and all this type of shit. You know what I mean? But people gonna do what they do for what they do, how they do what they do. You know what I mean? How can you control it? Um, but yeah, definitely times with this. Hopefully, people who really want the shoe for personal are able to grab them. But it's just like every other shoe. You got to deal with bots and resellers. So it's gonna be an interesting time, man. Greater S&D. We gotta stay positive always, man. Boy, what's good? Welcome to the stream. How you doing this evening? What is going on? Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Every 10 likes, we're gonna take another shot. We already took our first shot of the Lobos. It's 10 likes per shot or $5 per shot. You know what I mean? And it's all just in fun way of getting you guys to support what we got going on here. But let's continue to go in. Talked about these Jordan 3s, not a bad shoe. I'm going over some of the things that I posted in my Discord that I thought was pretty interesting. Some of you guys might like the shoes or not, but hey, let me know. The concepts, A6 Gel Light V, Liberty, releasing July 8th. I like this color scheme, 150 on the retail. You can't really go wrong with that at all with the price point. It does come with a special box and extra lacing. The part I like about the shoe is I like the upper material. Okay, see when I do that. Okay. The upper material with that suede, that suede looks like some premium suede. It don't look like the cheap stuff. A6, New Balance, when they put good quality on them, they usually put some good materials on them. You know what I mean? I like that. I feel like this is a shoe that people would gravitate to. I don't see myself personally picking it up, but I definitely think the shoe is dope. I definitely think the shoe is dope. You guys are able to hear me, right? Okay, that's just the monitor mic. Okay, yeah. I'm just making sure you guys are able to hear me. But yeah, this colorway is not bad. Of course, like red, white, and blue type vibe. Just right. It's released right after the holiday, but still pretty much the holiday. You know, isn't it like the weekend after? Not a bad colorway for the Asics. I do know people out there who do like Asics. I don't own any Asics in my collection, but I do know that they are comfortable shoes, and they got some nice colorways. I've been seeing some really nice colorways for them at the store. You know what I mean? Cosmic Unity 3, a lot of colorways coming for this shoe. I'm wondering why this shoe never became, I think I said this yesterday, but every time I see the shoe, I'm wondering Maybe because they don't want to pay percentages. But why is this shoe not a signature athlete shoe? Like Ija Wilson, of course, they get special colorways, just like the GT Cut Low or two, the one for Devin Booker. Their name, their theme are coupled with a player, but those silhouettes should be like actual somebody's signature line. Retailing for 160, dropping later this year. Hot Punch Black Track Red Coral Chalk. The color schemes on this shoe is crazy, and it got that real stitched in upper. Some colorways is cool, some colorways is not so bad. This one's an iffy colorway for me, but I like how it stands out like it does. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? I would say extra'd out, but that's like it's extravagant. No, flamboyant, maybe, like just a lot going on. I've never seen a shoe with so much like stitching on it. You know what I mean? It feels like a quilt, like a sweater or something like that on there. But holding it in hand, it doesn't have a lot of weight on it. It's not like it doesn't feel like a heavy shoe. I have started to see them in the outlets already. Haven't been to a gym to see if people are actually hooping in these. You know what I mean? But I would imagine the Cosmic Unity 3 is a good shoe. I mean, just by the looks of it, it looks like it might be a pretty good shoe. And of course, y'all can let me know if y'all think that too. You know what I mean? The Cosmic Unity 3. Mm-hmm. Where are we at with it? Hold on, let me see. Cosmic Unity 3. So then, sorry about the noise outside. Then they keep running with this name, the panda, man, the red panda. Now, of course, the panda, the reverse panda. Now we have the red panda dropping during the holiday season. You see for 120, velvet brown, sand drift, rugged orange. They come with these colorways for the shoe, man. And I don't know. I guess the fur or the suede on it, might give it that panda feel. I guess that's why they're calling it red panda. Trying to see you can see there's like the long hair suede on the upper. I'm sure people will grab it. I'm sure it will be something that a lot of people like. I think the color combination is not bad for the shoe at all. Looks like he got some pretty good quality on there. So it remains to be seen what the actual verdict is on the shoe when it drops. A lot of things are sitting or not really flying off the shelves like that right now. So this is not a collab, but it is a dope colorway. I would see people trying to grab it, but you just never know. Some things that you would think would really move or sitting and chilling. I feel like a lot of people are like myself and really want to grab the university blue toe Jordan 1s, but I also feel like, it might be a shoe that sit around. You might find it around for like a week or two afterwards, like it's not for certain that it's going to sell out. It's not for certain. I would hope so. I would hope it's a shoe that lives up to the hype. I like the shoe a lot. I think it's a dope situation. It would be dope if that happened. I don't know if y'all can hear, but fireworks are starting already. They don't play out here. Fireworks is already going on. And once again, I keep saying it, but I see people coming in, like coming out. So I just want to say shout out to you and welcome to the stream. I appreciate that. Hit the like button. We got 11 likes on one channel and 8 likes on the other. So we're close again to taking another shot. So, well, kind of hit the like button. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Retrospective gear. What's good? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the feedback on that. I would hope so. I would think so. I would assume so. I think so. You know, um, I think that people would grab this shoe. I don't think it's going to be something that sits around. But, it's just the crazy times that we're in. But maybe people have been saving their money for this shoe. You know, UNC 5s available a little after the release date, but not like a week after. I don't think. I can't fully remember, but I don't think that was sitting around too much. The fours, you could find them around the week after. 2 weeks after, not so much in a lot of sizes, but for the most part, you could find them the first like week after. I'm wondering if that would be the same case with the shoe. You say it might be gone the first day. I could see that happening though, because it's definitely a summertime shoe. I know that's one thing that sparked my interest since I saw it, however many months ago. Um, when I talked about the retros dropping for this year at the top of the year or even last year, and I heard about it, that was definitely one of my top ones to grab. Even though as I'm being limited in the shoes I'm trying to grab, so I'm sure that kind of it's the same thing for a lot of people out there. Fire shoe though, definitely a dope ass shoe. Let's see. Then now I believe this shoe did come out before, but they're bringing it back out, and I'm curious if I saw this in person or if I just talked about it in a video. Sometimes these things, the content just sometimes just meshes together. So I don't know if I talked about this in a video or if we saw this in person. The Hirachi Runner for 140, they're bringing them back. It's like a low top Hirachi. I might have just talked about it online. I might have just talked about it online. I'm a Hirachi fan, even though I don't own no Hirachis in the collection. I used to have some Hirachis before, but none no more. Hirachis to me is in the boat with the Prestos, Air Max 97s, like the low top or like the low cut running type casual shoe. Hirachis are dope, and these Hirachi lows or the Hirachi runners are not bad. And there's actually a couple colorways that I have here. This is the anthracite colorway. 140 is the retail on it, but there's like okay, you can see it uses the suede and the nylon upper, or is that nylon? Mesh leather suede. So with this color with this panel on the shoe, the colorways can really make it pop, and they do a good job with Hirachis when it comes to colorways, just like the 97s, the 90s, all them Air Max shoes. They come out with a lot of good colorways over time. Let me see if I can skip over to this other colorway really quick for this Hirachi run that I want to talk about right here. It's not the same one. Yeah, it's slightly different. Got the hint of the red on the tongue. I don't know if I have a picture of that angle. Yeah, I like the little hint of the red on there. Either you could lace swap it, or if there was some other accent of red, I think that would be even better if they have more red besides just on the tongue. But this colorway looks pretty dope too, and I feel like the sky's the limit with the colorways and what they could do with the color blocking on this shoe. I'm looking forward to seeing what these Hirachi runs look like. I got to try one on. I believe it came out a long time ago. Um, like in 91 or something like that, they said, but now it's coming back again, which is dope. And yeah, you're right about that too. It was definitely drier for last month. So people are ready for what the next thing is. You know what I mean? That's a fact. That's a factoid right there. I don't know why. I'm not tired. Why is a nigga yawning? Hirachi run. Okay, so since I'm here, I'll stay here. I talked about these yesterday. The Immortality 3. The silhouette is pretty mean. It definitely looks more futuristic. It definitely looks like it's an upgrade from the previous one. Has elements of the first one and the second one, in it with the back heel cup. I like the back heel, the cushioning and the design of it. That backward swoosh on there. It's a really nice budget model sneaker. For those of you guys hooping and like the budget model sneakers, don't mind them. This one's nice. I like how it's a good quality budget sneaker. Usually budget models sometime not based off of the Kyries or the LeBron budget models, but other budget sneakers that are not really tied to a signature athlete, they usually are trash. But LeBron's budget models can give other signature athletes a run for their money. Same thing with Kyrie's. Excepting of the Flytrap 6, a lot of people are not feeling the Flytrap 6 as far as performance wise. But these Immortalities, I see that they're gonna come with a lot of colorways for these too, and the look of the shoe is not bad. You know what I mean? They got them also in TV colorways that are coming out too, but they've only shown us two colorways, which is the black and white and black. But even in black and white, I like the black and white as opposed to the white and black. But they both are slick. But that black and white colorway with the black base with the white accents, on point. On point. Budget model. I think it's retailing for 90 or 95 bucks, if I'm not mistaken. Under $100 is the whole point of the budget sneakers, is that they're under 100. But then you got people like LeBron who's doing it differently because his budget model's over 100. I always thought that was weird. Like, I mean, I guess because it's still cheaper than his other sneakers, but that was the theme for the budget model sneaker, is that it was under 100 bucks. But they took that away. They said, no, 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 that don't mean that. That's not what we said officially. That's just what y'all assumed. I'm like, no, that's not what we assumed. That's what you guys like said. They said the budget model is the thing that comes out under 100 bucks, and you'll find them at like Dick's Sporting Goods and places like that. That's what I heard when they first started talking about budget model sneakers. But yeah, Giannis and Nike, they definitely doing their thing when it comes to his sneaker. They're holding him down. He's not really falling off. Sometime, I could even say it, LeBron. I rock with LeBron. You guys know that. But it's safe to say the LeBron line has had more misses than hits. Giannis right now is out the gate. What is Giannis out the gate right now? What is Giannis out the gate right now? He's on his fourth silhouette, about to be his fifth. And his fifth is in my opinion, iffy. His fifth is kind of iffy. Giannis, the Zoom Freak 5 is little iffy. Kind of nice. I need to see it in person to really judge it. But the one was pretty much a hit. The 2 was nice. The 3 was the one or is it 2 that was a little iffy and the 3 was nice? I don't know. What do you guys think? That's the whole main thing. Out of 5 sneakers, is Giannis 5 for 5? I think arguably it's safe to say he's like 4 for 5, maybe 3 for 5. I have to really think about it. But like, he's had more success than flaws in his first 5 sneakers, which is good. It's hard for people to do that. It's really hard for people to do that. So hopefully they can continue the trend. The Luka 2.0s are definitely looking on point too. We definitely will talk about those and get those on the channel. I like what I see with the Luka 2. I definitely reviewed the Luka 1, which is a good shoe, good performance shoe. One thing that the Luka had over the Zoom Freak is that it did not retain heat the same way. When I wore the Luka and when I wore the Zoom Freak 4, doing the test for both the shoes, the shoe for the Zoom Freak 4 was just super wet afterwards. It was like no breathability in the shoe. But the Luka 1 definitely does that. I'm curious to see if the Luka 2.0 is the same as far as breathability. That stuff matters when you play in the gym or you work out for a long period of time. I remember that as like young hooping, when we used to hoop for the whole day. Like, thinking back of how long each day we used to hoop, it was crazy. Like, besides just working out, you would play 5-on-5, 1-on-1 for the whole damn day. The whole day be at the park just hooping. And then at the end of the day, socks just drenched wet, shoes just wet. Got to let them outside to air out and stuff like that. And with the Giannis Zoom Freak 4, I got that same feeling, because the materials are just a little thicker and it doesn't breathe that much. But you don't have that problem with the Luka. But the Luka 2 looks like it's don't have breathability like that. So I'm curious. I need to see it in hand. But the Zoom Freak 4s are not bad. The 5s are not bad, but I'm just like not fully committed to it yet. But the immortalities, I'm a little bit more impressed by. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little more impressed by them. Which shoe you feel looks slick with it? What's good? Slick with the kicks. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Which shoe did you feel like looks better than the Tatum's? Let me know in the comments or in the chat. Yeah, the twist lope. Yeah, the new model is definitely on point. The Hirachi Run, I like that. It's an oldie that they're bringing back. And they're gonna have some nice colorways of this too. By this colorway is a solid colorway. It's kind of more stealth and sleek, low key. The one I just showed you with the red tongue, that was, or the red hint on the tongue, was a dope colorway. But you know, with Nike and their Prestos and their Hirachis and stuff, they can come with some banging color combinations. So I'm just waiting for it. I might have to slide into one of those, man. Hopefully, I find them at the outlet for cheaper. That's what I'm really waiting for, actually. 140 is not bad, but when you can go to the outlet and find it for half of that, it's so much better. You know what I mean? Nike Air More Tempo slides with the reptile textured air on the side. Now, I've definitely showed you guys these in my video, the black colorway, the black and white colorway, and the white and black colorway, which are definitely dope. This is the first time they have one coming out with some colors, and I like the midsole. I'm not sure if I like the reptile texture feature on the air. I feel like that makes it look like a grade school slide, but I like the black with that almost iridescent or just the fade from purple to light blue with the gray hints. I like the color combination. I feel like the air part just kills it a little bit for me personally. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that's the case, but that's just what I think. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Every 10 likes, we're trying to get another shout out. I'm not an Alki. I'm just trying to get my likes up. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Contribute to it. You dig? But yeah, not bad. I'm not mad at these. The reptile texture part on the air kind of makes it a deal breaker for me. They're like $80 or $90, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, so I have it on. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Here's the medial side of the slide. Definitely on point color combination. Like I said, it has the hint of the green on the toe box or on the top part. I don't want to say that's the toe box. Here's the outsole, like an up tempo outsole. Not mad at these. I'm really not mad at them. It's just, it's even dope here. What made them put the reptile texture on the shoe, on the slide? I felt like that's something they would do on a grade school situation, you know? I feel like they ruined this. I felt like they really messed it up. Good quality. If you haven't seen these shoes in person, they do have a little weight to them. But you know, their slides, I don't think that really matters. And probably when you have them on, it doesn't really, it's not really that bad of a situation. But I like the design of the shoe. I'm glad they came up with some up tempo slides. I never seen these before. The slide in itself. Oh, okay. So one side you can see the air bubble, and I guess the other side you can't see the air bubble. Yeah, the medial side, the air bubble's covered. Do I like that or not? I guess it's not such a deal breaker. At least the air is exposed where it's supposed to be, which is the profile side of the shoe. Not bad. Not bad. That's something I saw today that caught my eye. I just seen that a little while ago. And they retail for $85. So, a little pricey for a slide. Hopefully at some point they could be at the outlet. Maybe at some point they might be at Ross. I've been talking about that. Like a lot of shoes that are currently in stores are currently at Ross too. It's like, if you don't know that, if you know that, you should definitely be going. I can say that all the time for everybody from Bobby Thrift. Definitely important. Go to Ross and Burlington first before you go to Foot Locker to try and get a new pair of shoes. If it's just like something to hoop in, because you might find the same shoe cheaper, or you might find something you like a little more, like a oldie but a goodie. Still hooping in your KD14s. Jesse T, what it do? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Your Luka 2 shipped. Andrew, what's good? What day did it drop? Which colorway did you get? The pink emerald or the Kawhi 54? Which one did you get? Cool Case, what it do? Welcome to the stream. Were you able to find anything today out there when you was hunting around? Yeah, $80 is steep for a slide for sure. Hopefully, like I was saying, they pop up at the outlet somewhere. Find them in our sizes for the low ski. You know what I mean? Already did. Already did what? What you already do? Jesse. I forgot what I asked you. I forgot what I asked. Oh, hit the like button. I mean, you already did. I appreciate that, bro. It helps out a lot. You feel me? It really does. Um, so yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about the shoes. We like to float around. I mean, I have a few more things to talk about here too, and I'll come back. But I like to dibble and dabble a little bit because I do talk to people. We talk about a few different things, and one of the titles that I put on my Bobby Thrift channel. The question that I have for you guys, and that we can kind of discuss from people who are involved in that, and maybe somebody who's trying to get involved because somebody asked me about that earlier. What do you guys feel like are the best stores to search? Now, some people might be happy or might have liked this. Somebody might not like it because we're giving up. I mean, it's not giving up information. All this stuff is public information. But what do you guys feel? What has been in your? I mean, I feel like it's an obvious question or obvious answer, but maybe not so much. It's a two-part question. Like, what's the best places to go sourcing for you? you know because at one point I used to source at a lot of different places at the same time, like in the same day. Earlier in my earlier retail arbitrage adventures, when I was just doing it on my main channel, I went to a lot of Goodwills and thrift shops, like real thrift stores. And then I used to go to those like the Alpine Village market or whatever, swap meet or whatever it was called. And excuse me, some of those things are there, but some of them aren't. Like the Alpine Village situation, I think that's over with. I think they stopped that. Hiccups now. I think they stopped that. Um, you know, um, so Alpine Village is no more. And then after, I'm not gonna lie, after the whole thing happened in 2020, I've been very iffy going back to Goodwills because over that period of time, since now to since 2020 to now, at some point I've seen some videos on just things about Goodwills. And I know that information has been there too before, but like just knowing about like I just feel honestly like things have gotten less sanitary after COVID. I didn't want to say it, but I think things have gotten less sanitary after that 2020 situation because the workers are not working at, like, they're understaffed. Um, the people who are donating stuff is probably just getting their dirty clothes and just donating them, and like not it just feels a lot more unsanitary. And yes, you can go with the gloves and all that stuff too, but then I don't want to bring that stuff home and have to clean it and all that stuff. Like, I don't mind it. Of course, I used to do that with certain things, find some stuff and just clean them and sell them for more. That's part of the retail arbitrage thing. But Goodwills, I felt like they just went down. They declined. Like, everything is kind of declined. So with a place like Goodwill, you would see that declining too, for the most part. So the shoe is declining in more ways. It's declining from the stuff coming in is more dirtier, and it wasn't processed right. And then also they're trying to tax more too, which is like doesn't make no sense. They're raising the price for beaters and stuff. Like, it really don't make no sense. Maybe it's just the locations I went to, but over across the board, and it really makes no sense to go to a Goodwill and have to pay prices that you would pay for at a Burlington or a Ross for a new shoe as opposed for a used shoe. So that's why I stopped going to Goodwills. But I can imagine there has to be some profits there. I don't know if anybody is still going to Goodwills. If you're watching on a replay or now and you still go to Goodwills, let me know. uh then thrift stores too, same thing with them. It's kind of just a slight step up from a Goodwill, still same premise. So for me personally, it's really about the main stores. Got to look at two, definitely the best hoop shoe out right now. Okay, so you already have it in your hand and possession. The look two didn't come out till July 11th. Twist look, I feel you on that. Sometimes some locations put things out early, unless sometimes some stores put things out early. He said he ordered them, but yeah, sometimes some stores put them out early. It's crazy. Oh, Nike member exclusive day. Okay, okay, good looking out. Nike members exclusive day. That makes sense then. Shout out to you for catching Nike's member exclusive day. I didn't pay no attention to it. Maybe I should have paid attention to my notifications. Steps, what it do? What's going on with you, my guy? My the guy, my guy. What's going on with you, bro? Uh, that's the question we're talking about. What do you feel like is the best place for you to source out of all the ones that you go to? What do you feel like is the best one? Maybe in order. I mean, it pretty much if you're out there sourcing, you kind of know it's usually right now. I honestly could say for me, it's Ross, Burlington, and whatever else. I don't think it's Burlington then Ross, but that's just been my experience. I'm sure there's people out there who probably would say Burlington then Ross because, for example, I mean, from I think I've seen more people find the jerseys, the Mitchell and Ness jerseys, at Burlington's more than Ross. I think that's what I've been seeing. But you find the shoes at Ross, and since I'm being real picky with the shoes, it's better for me to do the Burlington stuff. But I like Ross stuff because I feel like there's more volume there of the things if you do find something. I don't know. It's a little tricky, but I do feel like Ross is number one as far as trying to find stuff to flip. Then it's probably Burlington. Then it's maybe Foot Locker right now because Foot Locker's having some deals. And plus you have like the coupons too, percentages off that makes it a little cheaper. And then of course outlets. So outlets go kind of before Foot Locker, obviously. Nike clearance. Yeah. I forgot. I don't know why. How could I dare? How could I dare? Yeah, man. TJ Maxx. I could understand TJ Maxx for sure. I don't know why. TJ Maxx has been burnt out for a long time for me. I every time I went to a TJ Maxx, I never seen a men's sneaker section. I only seen a women's sneaker section, and sometimes they'll have some cool stuff there, but never like anything crazy good. Ross Burlington sneaker drops, absolutely. Retrospective, do you hit up the clearance store and the outlets often? I don't know if I don't know. Do you? TJ Maxx, Marshall's definitely too, yeah, dry. Yeah. I went to Marshall's the other day, found the Justin Turner jersey yesterday. I told you guys about that. I heard, well, I know for a fact Marshall's at one point was getting the Mitchell and Ness jerseys. I don't know if they're getting it at this time with this loop around with them, but I definitely found some Mitchell and Ness jerseys when I was over there. The Laker jersey with the gold logo, and then I found another Laker jersey, like a black Magic Johnson Mitchell in that jersey. So Marshalls be getting them, but I think they get them a little far in between. And then it's also about the location you go to. Oh yeah, Jesse, the Nike outlets this weekend or 4th of July weekend is definitely gonna be crazy. Yeah. Oh, Modesto area. Cool might know that area better than me, but if you're coming out to LA, you got to go to the clearance center either in Watts or Santa Clarita. In the Modesto area, I'm not for certain. I don't know. I'm not sure to say exactly where that is off the top of my head. You don't get lucky there. Wow. I would assume you could, bro, if you go maybe early in the day or something like that. That's interesting. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're doing well. But yeah, that's yeah. I mean, if you're by Watts and you have time, that's a good place. They usually be having some sleepers there. You know what I mean? But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I wish I did. No, I haven't seen the Luca 2 in hand. I got an image sent to me from one of my subscribers who was able to get him early. So on my Instagram reels, I do have some images of the Luca 2 in that black and like purple colorway. But that was sent to me from a subscriber. So shout out to y'all for that. I appreciate when y'all send me images and videos of stuff out there in the streets. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. I think it might be time for another one. 14 on 1. We might be ready for another shot. Wherever channel you're watching on, hit the like button if you haven't done so. Of course, that helps out a tremendous amount. A tremendous amount. You know what I mean? Helps other people see it and check it out and see what we got going on. Let me check and see. Yeah. We need like 4 more likes. 4 more likes and we'll be there. And we're gonna pull up again. Actually, ain't no pulling up. I'm just going straight out the bottle. Straight out the bottle. No, this is not a commercial. This is actually juice. I just put some clear soda in here with I went from juice to soda. That's a it's juice. No, it's soda. It's soda. Yeah, that the Ross, the oh, so you go right next to it, huh? You go right next door to it, huh? I mean, I'm sure you probably walked into the outlet and just didn't find nothing. I feel you, but yeah, that's right next door to it. That's dope that they got a Ross and an outlet in the same parking lot. I think that is a, I like that combination more than a Ross and Burlington. Even though Ross and Burlington is a fire combination too, I think there's a couple places I went to that had like a, well, I know by the clearance center they got the Ross, the Marshalls, and the Nike clearance center. So that's a dope little trio. But I know there are a few locations that got Ross, Burlington, and Marshalls all in the same plaza. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's a conflict of interest or something somewhere in there, you know. But yeah, no, that watch location, I came across some pretty good things there. Oh, okay. Speaking of, I'm going all over the place. Nike watch is where I found that Iverson jersey that I decided to pass on because it did have snags, and I just didn't get the good vibes from it. Something about it felt off, and apparently a lot of people in the comment section felt the same way and felt like that was maybe a switcheroo situation. Somebody might have bought something else and then switched it back with that one, and people don't really pay attention. If you have a tag attached to it, they'll take it. Um, you know, Luckily I've dealt with jerseys a lot to kind of like, to kind of know. And not that I didn't say off the bat like, yo, um, this is fake. I just was saying like, oh, I like this jersey, but I just was iffy on it. You know what I'm saying? I was iffy on it. The one thing that made me really iffy was just the way that the tag looked on the inside of the jersey. It was just like it was weird. The tag looked weird. But I'm like, how does Marshalls have this jersey with with their tag on it? You know what I mean? But I guess they don't pay attention if it's returned and it gets through the return. People who get it in the back, they just process it. They don't know what's going on. They just see a jersey and that's it. You know what I mean? But the jersey was a dope jersey. I don't know if they even really made that one, but I would assume it was me before. I'm trying to see if I can find it in my post here on Discord. It was a dope Philadelphia jersey, man, but it looked fugazi. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if you saw that jersey, if you went after I went and if the jersey was still there or somebody bought it. That Sixers jersey right there. Nice jersey. But like the inside of the NBA tag looked funny. And then this part of the letters, the stitching was like really messed up there. That was another reason why, along with the snags on the front of the jersey, like there was a few snags on the jersey too. That was like, nah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Juwan Howard jersey was dope, even though I didn't realize it was a Juwan Howard jersey. But Burlington's where I found my Mitchell and Ness jersey. That's why I feel like Mitchell and Ness or Burlington's where you would find the jerseys. That's where I seen a lot of people find their jerseys was at Burlington. You know what I mean? And this is the picture of the Ross and Watts. Yeah, they got some stuff there. They definitely be having some stuff there for sure. For sure. Yeah, it's the juice, man. Yeah, everybody like on both channels. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is. It is, especially if they both can get some stuff. And at some point, even now, like they're both like on fire. Not, I want to say on fire, but they're both doing cool. You can go into both of the stores and come up with something pretty much every day, depending on what your genre of sales is. But, you know, um, yeah, I want to go every day. I just don't, and I need to. It's right down. It's not far from me at all. But yeah, having a Burlington and Ross, especially if they're a big location, and especially if they get a lot of what you like, it can be dope. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, a good Nick Van Exel pass on a jersey. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. The spider senses was tingling. And I was like, I gotta be Nick the quick and get out of here with this. Leave that alone, pass it on to somebody else. I'm curious to see who bought it, if it was somebody who was a reseller or somebody who bought it for, oh, Iverson jersey, I want to wear it. I want to know. I'm curious. I'll never know, but I'm just curious. Anybody bought it for reselling purposes. One thing that I've seen, like, there's a lot of the Mitchell and that stuff that is replicas out here. I've been noticing that a lot when it comes to the shorts and the jerseys. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're entering the game. I've definitely been seeing them, and it's kind of disappointing. But they're gonna be replicas everywhere. What's good? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we in there like swimwear. Oh, I think we got it. Where we at with it right now? Uh-huh. Yeah, but so yeah, the those stores they're all in pretty good rotation right now, with the exception of TJ Maxx. Obviously, Marshalls, it might be a sleeper, but if you have extra time, it would be worth going to just check the athletic wear, men's athletic wear. Shoes, not so much. I mean, they're being disrespectful right now in some of these Marshalls when it comes to the men's section, as far as shoes are concerned. It'll be like, it'd be like, it'd be like one row out of, it'd be like 7 to 8 rows of sneakers and one row or 2 rows. One row is a men's aisle, and the other row that's the men's aisle is the men's clearance aisle. Everything else is women's majority, and then a little bit of kids. But I've been seeing that at a lot of them. I'm like, wow, they used to have a lot of men's shoes before. Like, what's up with that? They used to have a lot of men's shoes at Marshalls. That's where I used to cook a lot there. I didn't understand what happened. I don't know what happened, man. Okay. So it's shot o'clock. Shot o'clock. I guess that's what it's called. No, that's not shot o'clock. It's just time to take a shot. We reached another 20. We're at up to 20 likes between both. So I appreciate that. That's how we rocking with it. Every 10 likes, we're gonna take a shot. So shout out to you. It's in celebration of y'all for the support, man. I do appreciate that. And if you guys have a shot of something, go ahead or take a pull of a joint or something like that. If you rolled up, or I'm probably the only one I know rolling joints. Everybody else is still rolling blunts. Okay. Like I said, man, Lobos, it's not bad. It's tasting a little, maybe because it's been a minute since I had it. It's not like the same. I feel like before it had more of a different type of taste, like a not as tequila type taste, but it's not a taste that's nasty. It's like I said, it's a smooth drink. You can drink on this shit and not feel like, damn, I'm already this, I'm already that, You know what I mean? Let's see. Marshalls was my number one spot when I first got a game. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because at one point they were really on fire with the full box of stuff. That's where they were killing it. The full box, and processing that stuff in the back and seeing the stuff come in. It's like, what the hell? They got the full box of this. And, they would have some shoes for cheap too with the full box. It's just everybody got hipped. Everybody got hip to the others' games. They start realizing resellers were coming in, so they start upping the prices. Nike started selling it to them at a higher price because I don't know this to be true, but based on what I saw, Nike started selling it to them to a higher price also because everybody saw the margins of what resellers were making at once upon a time. So that's when the price started going up. The Crocs went up in price. I believe this was before the inflation stuff happened. I know inflation has been happening for a minute, but when the reseller was really, really popping, when reseller was at its peak, and the stores were realizing that, when they start having the meetings, they start upping them prices because they want to get more of the cut too. And now all of a sudden, the Crocs that went up to like 34.99 at one point when they were already like 12.99 and 19.99. They shot up crazy, and now they're back down a little bit. Now they're down to like a 24.99 and 19.99 because they're understanding people not buying them. People were buying them by the boatload because they were so cheap, because a lot of people were getting them for resale purposes, and you up the margins. Now you're going to dwindle it down to just consumers, and not every consumer is buying them up like that all the time. I remember the Marshalls having like the slides. It was a summer or two ago. I was going crazy on the slides at Marshalls because everyone was getting the Nike slides for like $9.99 full box. I'm selling them for like $24 to $34. Easy. Yeah, they saw it. They started doing their research. Same thing happened with the Goodwill. That's another reason why Goodwill's prices start changing up too, because they start seeing resellers coming there a lot, buying stuff up in bulk when they didn't see that before. So then they have people who's pricing the stuff in the back do research on the products they have before they put them out, and all the prices go up. So you got the stores checking the prices, and then if the price gets past the store people who price it originally, then you got the people in the back processing the stuff. Like, oh, at that point, 2 years ago, everybody was really into the reselling. So even like everybody was into the reselling to the point where you guys seen it, retrospective, seen it, cool, seen it. Anybody out there going out there in the streets and dealt with like releases of shoes, you would see people bring their moms, uncles, cousins, grandmothers, kids small enough to get a shoe themselves. So you got to think about that. All the people coming there standing in line for the retail drops for these shoes that resell for a high amount, them same moms, uncles, and aunties work at Marshalls and stuff like that. They've already been working there. So now they're starting to get the word like, oh, we're getting these here. You guys know we're getting these here. And then so now you have a bunch of employees who are now like resellers from extension, whether they resell themselves or their family member does. And so things just start getting sold up too. So that's one of the jokes that me and Drum had, because one of the places he used to go to a lot, he was getting stuff all the time, and then one time it just started being dry because I started working there, and everything that was coming through there, I was flocking it. So it's like, that's what happens. That happens on a large scale everywhere. Shit is crazy, bro. Bro, how much can I pay for a Jordan 1 Low Pine Green 2-year old without box has bit crease? Help me, bro. These might be my first. Wait, bro, how much can I pay? Are you trying to buy a pair of the Jordan 1 Lows? Are you trying to buy a pair of Jordan 1 Lows? Bro, how much can I pay? I'm not trying to make fun of it. I'm trying to read out loud so I can know. Jordan 1 Low Prime Green, 2-year old without box has bit crease. Help me out. So you have a shoe that you're trying to sell. I'm not buying shoes, to be dead honest with you. If somebody else is in the chat or something like that, might be, it's possible. Oh, shout out to you too. You're watching from Twitch. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm not buying any shoes, not especially no used shoes right now. I'm not in the market for it. You might just want to post up on the eBays and all them type of offer ups and stuff like that, because yeah, it's kind of hard to the used sneaker game is crazy. Oh, you want to buy. You want to buy. Okay. If I happen to find somebody who's getting rid of that at some point, I guess I can mention it in one of my videos or something like that. You know what I mean? But you might just want to try like Goat or eBay or Macari to find that shoe. Cause that's kind of a you want the Jordan 1 low. Oh, wait. Cause I'm like the pine greens or the pine green. Oh, that's not the pine green low that's going around now. It's the lucky green low. So yeah, yeah. I mean, what's the market for that right now? The market is really low right now. You might be able to find them for a pretty good price because of the market being so low for all the shoes. I'm just gonna look really quick. Jordan 1 low, pine green. I'm gonna look really quick just to see what it says. What size are you talking about? What size are you looking for? I'm gonna look up right now on my app to see what it says, what the estimated price for Jordan 1 low, pine green, and what size. Jordan low, pine green, size 9 UK. Ooh, jeez. Size 9 UK. Well, let me show you what they're saying just for a size 10 just sold for 450 US, a size 10. So size 9 UK though. Do I have a size 9 shoe that's like a 10 out here? Ain't that like a 10 or a 10 and a half? I'm like, what shoe would I have that could have a UK size 9? Okay, so a US 10 is a UK 9.5. So I don't know. Is that a US 9.5? Would be a UK 10? Did I get that right? Or it goes down. So a US 11 would be a 9. I don't know, bro. A 10 US. Good looking out, retrospective gear. Of course. That's why we got cool people in the building who know what it is on a dime before I do. I'm over here trying to do math. A size 10 US. Oh, that's a size 10. So somebody just sold one for 450, but for use, is there a way to find that for use? See, I think okay, this is a sell app only, so that's why I can't see to buy. At least I can. But that's new. Oh, here we go. I'm tripping. I've been forgetting how to maneuver through these apps. Oh, if you go to Goat right now, you can find a pair used for $220. A size 10, a size 10 US, a size 10 US. You can find one for 220 bucks. You just gotta look at the pictures on there and do your research. But look on Goat. StockX needs to jump into the used sneaker game, but maybe they can't because they would have a hard enough problem already with the when it comes to like authenticating the shoes or something like that. So maybe that's why they stayed away from it. Oscar, what's going on with you, bro? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for sliding through. I like your I like your thumbnail for your name with the number 0 or the O. I like that. Shout out to everybody here in the stream. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. We're at like 16 likes on one and something on the other. Trying to get them likes up, get another shot in here because I think I want to just take one regardless. I really think I want to, but I'm trying to stick to my rules. Let's see. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Hopefully you're able to find, and that those websites are pretty trustworthy. I mean, there's a third party process with that too. That's the best way to buy something online if you're gonna do it like from the websites. It's like a third party type of thing, unless you trust the person you're buying from, obviously. And why would I say that? Because I mean, I want you to trust me. So buy from my website, bossco.com. But yeah, when you're just brand new into the game or something like that, those apps are pretty good. I would choose StockX or a Goat over OfferUp and Macari for my first time buying something like that. You know what I mean? Just because there's a third layer there to kind of protect you in some way, even though StockX and Goat too have had mess ups in the past. You know what I mean? To kind of hurt their credibility when it comes to everything being A1. But at the end of the day, what don't they say? Don't they say humans make mistakes? Right. Every humans make mistakes. That's why some shoes get through. Is that an acceptable excuse for you if you were to buy from StockX and they sent you a fake shoe and they blamed it on human error? If you got your money back and you got straightened out, like you got your money back and everything was fine, the shoe was fake, you just got your money back, you sent it back, didn't have to pay for shipping, would you be pleased with that, or would you be upset still that you got a fake shoe? If they said, "Oh, human error," would you accept that, or would you be pissed off and make an uproar about it? Because that is a natural thing, you know what I'm saying? Players mess up too. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Where was I at? Where was I at? Where was I at? Hold on one second. Okay, so they're still talking. See, this list right here is so small. Even if I wanted to show it, they were breaking down. I seen this on the NBA. It was one time. This is the NBA draft first round. There was one time when I knew everybody got drafted. Man, I remember the years and the days of the time when I would know everybody being drafted. You know, I don't know nobody but 3 people in this draft. No disrespect at all. It's just that I didn't follow the games before the college game and all that type of stuff. I'm kind of removed from that. The farm system of the NBA is a dope situation, but I feel like with so much different avenues to get to the league, it's kind of hard to. It's a lot. It's a lot of politics in the NBA or the league and with basketball. You might not see the best players all the time. It's a lot going into it, and I feel like there's just so many different ways for players to come into the league there's no status quo of the way to find the players to watch. Like college is there. That's the old generation, old format. Watch college basketball to see who the next rising stars are. But a lot of these guys are not going to college now and coming from overseas and stuff like that. So you don't even really get a chance to see these guys come up through the league. Like I was mentioning Kyrie the other day and why I liked him. Besides, like his backstory, of course. But one thing about his game too, like before I knew about his backstory and before he came out with the shoes, I growing up, I used to like Arizona and Duke and UCLA were like my college teams that I used to watch all the time. Of course, Georgetown, of course, Michigan, and UNC. Like those were teams that you check for to watch. A lot of other teams, Stanford, a lot of teams, but shit, you just lost your train of thought. That just in the middle of it. Oh, but yeah, Duke was one of the teams I used to watch all the time. And with Duke players, they were talented, but they were talented and they were good, but they were like known as like the fundamentally sound. Duke was kind of known for what San Antonio is. Like you can't really come in there and have a personality. Like I remember hearing stories of Coach K either benching players or taking players out the game if you were too flashy on your dunks and stuff like that, which sounded trash. Who would want to go there for that? But they were just so good, and the mystique of the team was crazy. So when Kyrie stepped on the scene, he was one of the guards that came in there with a whole different game than what they usually had at Duke. So that's one thing that drove me to him because he was coming in there saucing people up. He only played 11 games, but his game was very live and active. So it's like, who's this kid coming to Duke doing this? Like what? So yeah, I kind of forgot what made me go there. Oh, yeah, the farm system. So yeah, you see Kyrie coming to Duke, changing the game with his play, and you kind of see the stars coming up. I don't know if the same mystique is there for the college guys now. For one, because a lot of them are one and done, you don't see them enough for them to do stuff. So they're never really. A lot of times they might not be super battle tested on the big stage all of the time, with the exceptions of like their rivalry game, or if they're in one of those major tournaments, the NCAA tournament, or like the preseason tournaments, you know what I mean, or the conference tournaments. But they need to be there a year or two or three to really know and track some players to see them develop. A lot of players now don't want to do that. They want to go straight to the league, which I don't mind it. I can understand that. You're trying to, you don't want to waste years um and risk injury. That's the biggest thing, risking injury before you could even get to the bag. That's why people are going away from 2-3 years in college. So with this whole draft list here, man, you guys would know better than me, who's the standouts, who's supposed to be the next guys. Of course, Wimby. I've heard Brandon Miller a lot, and I've heard of Scoot. Other than that, I don't. Okay, 4 and 5, the twins. Okay, so the top 5 picks, I've heard something about them. You guys would be, like I said, be able to tell me more who might be some of these standouts here. Um, wow. So we got 2 Kobe's in the draft. I was trying to see how many players coming in are named after profession, like other players. So we got Jordan, we got a Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's any other name. No one, nobody else. Nope, nope, nope. So we got 2 Kobe's and we got a Jordan in the league. You know why they got their names. Or at least we can assume why they got their names. Why their parents named them that. You know what I mean? Crazy to see though, the draft. A lot of players with upside. I know I'm hearing that the talent was pretty deep this year, but I just didn't really tune into everything in the preseason or like the whole college circuit. Maybe I'll try to get back into that a little bit too, because it is a fun thing, but it's just a lot of drama, like politics and stuff in that too. And then I'm hearing about the transfer portal, which is something I don't even know yet. I haven't really ever been explained what the transfer portal is and how it actually works. But I know it's something that sends the college basketball world in like an uproar. People like it or don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's beneficial or not. I know at one point when you would try to transfer, you were forced to sit out a year before you could play for that new team you went to. So I'm wondering if I'm pretty sure, I feel like that transfer portal might have eliminated something like that. Are you guys there with me? If I'm frozen or something, you might have to back out and come back in. What the hell was that? I just seen on Bobby Thrift I was frozen. So if you're watching it and I froze up, just exit out and come back in. That's kind of crazy. I wonder how that happened. Maybe it's just a signal because I'm still in motion and talking. It don't seem like anything's wrong on my end. It don't seem like anything's wrong on my end. So boom, boom. Okay. You guys can fill me in on your opinions about this shoe right here. We got 3 more likes indeed. We up there, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all. On Bosco Mitchell, we had 17 likes. Keep hitting the like button there. We'll go 3. If we get 3 more, I'll take a shot. I'm trying to see if we can figure this out. Yeah, I mean, combined, if we get 1 more on Bobby Thrift or 2 more on Bosco Mitchell, we in there again. Yesterday we took 4 or 5 shots. No, we didn't. We got to. Did we get to 20 likes? We got to like I think 30 likes, and then Cool donated. So that's why I took 4 shots, right? So I appreciate that. Shout out to y'all for that. Adi Foam Climacool. Now, Adidas is out here trying it, bro. Okay, cool. All right, good looking out. No Obama phone. I don't Obama phone, no Obama phone. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I ain't got one here. Now we've seen Adidas come with the Adi Foam Runner, right? That's what they're called, the Adi Foam Runner. Those shoes that try to look like foam runners that they come out with a million colorways. Now they came out with a Clima Cool runner, and if you've been out to the stores lately, you've probably seen it. If not, the Adidas Adi Foam Clima Cool, this colorway that's coming out that I'm about to show you drops July 1st. It's not a bad colorway. I like you'll see it right here. Let me know if you got a feel in the shoe. This is like the Knicks vibes. So you got the shell of the shoe is black. The sock liner or the inner booty of the shoe is that Nick blue with the blue laces, and then you have the orange accents on the shoe too. They are really trying it with this whole bulky look. The Balenciagas, the New Balances, you know, the foam runner, Adi foam runners, like the real bulky look is the vibe right now. And I've seen these in the stores and they look like toy shoes. They look weird. For some reason, this one doesn't look too bad to me, but I don't see myself grabbing it. But you know what we're gonna do though? I'm next time I go to a store and they have a size there, I gotta try it on to see what it's about. Are they comfortable? You know, I know I believe the Adi foam runner, you can take those liners out and switch them out. I remember one employee telling me that one time. He's like, "Yeah, man, like yeah, you could probably buy one and just buy like 2 and just you can switch the things out and have a whole different shoe, a different combination nobody else has." It's like, yeah, that's kind of cool. I didn't think about it, but I guess you can do that. I wonder if it happens like this with the climate. Cool, very transformer bulky type thing, but something about it is kind of cool to me. It's kind of all right. It's kind of not that bad if you know what I mean. It's not as ugly as it might have seemed. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. I appreciate it. Thank you for sliding through, and thank you for joining the stream while we chilling out. Oh, I'm not even showing the picture. Here's the picture. The Clima Cool Runner in the Knicks colorway. Very bulky type shoe. You know, um, mixed reviews on it though. Everything I just said. You know, I kind of like the way it looks, but I kind of don't. You're gonna see people wearing these a lot with shorts, so you're gonna see the whole shoe. I feel like these are better with like track pants or tech fleece, even though And I said this before, Adidas need to tighten up on they sweatpants. They're too loose still. Like I don't want them tight, super tight, but more fitted like tech fleece is. I know it's Adidas. They're trying to stay true to their whole skateboard or not skateboard, but breakdancing culture with the baggy style. You know what I mean? Just fit it up a little bit, man. But something about these are kind of appealing to me. It's kind of appealing to me. I don't know if there's a resale value for them or not. I'm not really into them for that. But maybe you might have seen a retrospective gear or Steps 23 if you're still here in the building. Um, they the Audi foam runners are popping up at Ross already. Audi foam runners are popping up at Ross. I only seen them in like the white colorway. There's some of them that have some good value resale too. Some of them have some real resale, like not real resale, but significant because they're selling them for like 34, I think it was. Not a bad situation. Now we got an oldie but a goodie coming back again on July 7th for 160. And I don't know if a lot of people even like the Alamo like this or not. The Alamo, I don't know. They were calling like the Blast, the Reebok Blast, with that like blast on the side. It's like coming from the family of the Kamikaze. It's really the colorways with this shoe too. I can. I'm over here going in. I could dig what they're trying to do with Reebok. Shaq and them trying to really revamp the system and get it back out there, get some life into it. I see what the efforts are. You know, but in a time when nothing's selling and moving, it's like, damn, y'all might be too late. They try to have a little air pocket right there. You know what I'm saying? I think in a black and white colorway, this shoe is the best. I like it, but I don't like it. Maybe I have to see it in person. I don't know. You guys liking the Reebok Blast? It's definitely a classic 90s shoe. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to hate on it, but I'm just kind of like, When I first saw these pictures, it made me, I put them in here because I kind of was liking the shoe. But as I'm sitting here looking at it, I kind of am not really on the shoe. So we probably will see these at Ross too pretty soon. But the color combination is not bad. I see what they're trying to do. I only saw the black one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man, not bad. You know? So we've seen that, seen the zombie. Okay. They got the TB colorways of the Cosmic Unity 3s. About time. Only a matter of time before they did that. Finding more colorways of the Cosmic Unity 3s also. Like they have a lot of colorways for this shoe, as if it was a signature athlete shoe. Or a shoe to make up money for other shoes that they might take losses on. It's probably a little bit of both, but I think this could have been cool as somebody's signature shoe personally. Um, just all the extra. This looks like something Kyrie would be into, just because of the stitching looking like some old Indian heritage type stuff, from his tribe. That's the type of vibes I get from the shoe, especially with some of the other colorways they've been dropping of it. You know what I mean? But overall, the Cosmic Unity is not a bad shoe. The Unity 3, rather. And at some point, I will get it on a channel to review it or try it on at least out at the store or something like that, just to see what the actual feel is of it. And right before I had got online, they had put out pictures of the Crazy Infinity, which looks like Kobe's shoe the Kobe one, the Adidas Kobe one. A lot of people are calling those shoes, the one that they said looked like a banana. I like this shoe because it does give me that Kobe vibe, obviously, but I like the zipper function on this. It gives me that Gary Payton vibe. More Gary Payton vibe than Westbrook Why Not 6 vibe. Westbrook Why Not 6 zipper goes like around the shoe and like a curve, and it's a different type of look for the zipper. This looks like the exact zipper that was like on the Gary Payton shoe. I kind of like this idea for this one. Sometime when they have a zipper that covers up the shoe, and there's been a lot of shoes like that where a zipper covers up the laces. Sometimes it don't look so good. These are not so bad. I don't know, something about that look of the flap down. It just reminds me of the Gary Payton shoe, you know, and something that I wanted to try also because being that my setup is slightly different. Yeah, the gloves, right? Okay, so I want to do this real quick because see how it comes across when I put a shoe up here. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm rocking with this shoe right here because This shoe is the closest thing to this shoe right here. One of my favorite shoes in my collection. Even it even zips down. Well, okay, on the Adidas shoe, it zips down straight down the middle. This one is like off to the side a little bit. You know what I mean? But this shoe right here, it's comfortable. It's classic. It's a little bulky, but it's a banger right here, man. And I seen somebody post them up on the Instagram today, saying that they need to retro these, and I concur. This is a shoe that needs to be retroed. The Adidas shoe that we just talked about, the zipper is just like this zipper here, like, and I think it covers up. And like, yeah, this is one of those ones, bro. For some reason, like when these shoes first, like a lot of shoes, like a lot of Jordans for me, when they first came out, I wasn't really on them like that, and it kind of the shoes grew on me. And when these very first came out, when these first came out, I was iffy on them. I just thought they looked a little funny. And then once they actually came out, and like I had a pair, or once one of my friends had a pair, and I saw what they looked like up close. Then I got my pair, and I really loved them. There was a few other silhouettes that was like from this family tree that weren't paintings. I had a couple of those too. Um, but the thing that was cool was that the fact that you could pull it down, and it had, this design, which reminded me of the Tim Hardaway shoe, because the Tim Hardaway shoe looks similar to this. If it was either the Tim Hardaway shoe that made me think about this, or it was one of those Alonzo Mourning shoes. But this was a shoe here that you could walk with the zipper part down. This was just a crazy created shoe that they cannot. They might have tried to mimic it once or twice, but this one is a classic one, bro. Classic shoe. And I just seen some video recently of Gary Payton. He was signing, like somebody walked up to him with a very limited one that he wore himself and gave it to somebody. He's like, damn, that's crazy. I gave it to somebody. They just sold him, huh? Like, yeah, man, they probably needed the money. But it was like it was a black one, an all black one with the black and white, same just like this. But this up here was all like real leather. Crazy PE, bro. All leather. If they bring these back out, they're gonna bring them back out with a bunch of colorways like they're doing the Jason Kids, and they probably won't sell like that. But the OG colorway for sure will. The OG colorways will. You know what I mean? I would definitely grab that if they retro those. They need to retro the Air Max. I mean, I have the pair that I want, but if they need to bring back the Air Max Sensation, the Chris Webber. I do have the black and blue one, but I would love that white and navy blue one if they could just bring that one back too. The LWP. I mean, I got a list of shoes that can retro. I got a list of shoes I would love them in retro. You know, a lot of things to choose from out there. Okay, so there is a couple more shoes. There is a few more. Yep, there's a few more. Okay, so we got an Iverson. We got a new Mid Iverson Mid Tobacco colorway. I don't know why they call it tobacco colorway. I guess they know Iverson blow trees or something like that. It has like a suede panels on the back. Like I said, I like what they're doing in Reebok with these shoes and trying to revamp them. I don't know who's really buying them, but the fact that they're putting them back in rotation and people have the option to grab them. I mean, some people are buying them. I don't see too many people buying them, but I know some people got to be. And Melrose Shoe Palace has the original blue toe on sale for $59 right now. And they got some sizes available. So if anybody out there looking for the Reebok Iverson blue toe, the classic blue toe, they got them there for $59. I'm like, wow. They still got the Reebok Shaq Pump, but that's still full retail. I'm like, why the Iverson so down, but the Shaq is still there, Now I got the hiccups again. These come out July 28th for $170. Talked about that. Then Iverson gets another release. The Kobe Iverson. They're gonna keep doing this. They're gonna keep dropping. They're gonna keep. I see what Reebok doing, man. They're trying to keep their name in the game. Mm-hmm. Anybody who had a collab with Kobe in some way, shape, or form, they're gonna try to run that up and try to get some dollars from it. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the way their cookie crumbles, bro. So a couple of years back or a year ago, They released the Reebok Questions, the Kobe PE, sold out crazy. They re-released it again within months ago. Nobody bought it. That surprises me in a sense because I'm like, it's the same situation. The guy's still not with us, and it's the same shit I just sold out weeks ago. Like I mean months ago or a year ago. I don't understand. But that thing's sitting wherever it was sat, wherever it was at. It started disappearing slowly, unless they send them back. Because I started to hear and notice that too. That stores are sending inventory back into other locations more than they've done before. They're either sending shoes back to the place it came from because it didn't sell, and it probably goes to that company's outlet, Nike, Adidas, Reebok, Puma, whatever, or they move it to other locations where it might have had a better sales point. They've always done that. I just feel like they're doing that even more so now because they're just trying to find ways to get these things out the door. You feel me? So now we have the Iverson free agency dropping July 14th for the 170. The Reebok Iverson, these are forward, right? Kobe, Kobe wore these. I wish they would have put a picture with Kobe. Well, I know he wore this shoe. I just thought his colorway was a little different. I thought his colorway had purple and gold in it, but maybe he had one of these on too. Maybe he did. I'm not saying he did not. They're calling it Kobe, so it must be. Iverson DMXs were cool. This is another one of those shoes. See, he was in the era around the Gary Payton era too, where he had the zipper. The zipper was a cool thing that made sense at one point on shoes, and then they tried it a few times where it really didn't, and then they just abandoned the zipper on the upper altogether, obviously, which makes sense. And now I see Westbrook bringing it back on the Why Not 6. I just honestly feel like the zipper on the Why Not 6, I feel like that's a little too plasticky. I feel like that's too plastic. Like I feel like that could pop off at a moment for some reason. The ball could hit it crazy, or just you trying to zip it too crazy, it might break. It looks cheap. I guess that's the word I'm saying. Plasticky is not a word. I guess the word I was trying to say is it looks cheap, but maybe it's not. But the Iverson DMX, the Iverson 4 DMX, the Kobe PE colorway is dropping later in July on the 14th for retail of, what was it, 170. It's just so crazy the prices they're charging for these shoes, man. Because it's like, by us being out there in the street, we know this is not it. This is not selling. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the stream. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Helps out a lot if you hit the like button on the stream. But yeah, Iverson, Kobe's once again. After that, we had the Action Bronsons. Once again, another colorway of his 990 V6. They drop on the 30th in a day or two for 220. I like this colorway. New Balances to me, obviously, is a shoe that's been a staple in the culture for a long time. I don't own any New Balances in my collection, nor do I think I will. But I'm impressed by the colorways they've been putting on the shoes. A couple other models a lot of their silhouettes have been around for a long time. It's just now they're getting a new revamped look to it with different quality materials that appeal to me, you know? And I think this Action Bronson colorway and the colorways he's been dropping have definitely been on point. He hasn't been missing too much with his release, bro. The color combination on his New Balances have been on point. Shout out to Action Bronson for real. Don't know the guy. I know he had the food video or food channel that was doing pretty well, but the colorways for his New Balances are on point, dude. These are crazy. These are crazy. Shout out to everybody on Bobby Thrift and on Bossco Mitchell. I appreciate you guys. Let me see. Just trying to check. I gotta go out and get in, go out and get in, go out and get in. Action Bronson with the bangers. Who'd have known that he could? Who would have known that he could come out with some dope shoes? Like, his music was dope, so I guess it makes sense. His music was dope, so it makes sense. Which means he has a creative mind. We got the talked about these about a week ago on Bossco 2.0 basketball sneakers to look forward to. Check out that video. First, they were just images of the shoe. We didn't know if they were officially going to drop. A lot of talk was that it was just a PE, but apparently it is not a PE. The MBO2 Queen City dropping July 7th for 130. The colorway is crazy. Now these images look more cartoon or like just a draw, like but when we seen the images of the real shoe, the purple's darker, a fire colorway for they're killing it with this shoe. They're killing it with his shoes. The honeycomb play on it with the iridescent splash on the back. MBO2s are sitting in stores right now, are going on sale. It's just because of the sign of the times. But what they're doing with LaMelo, I honestly feel like they're hitting it out the park. They got a young, flashy point guard that the kids like, a lot of the players like, and he has a flashy game, and his shoes are flashy like him. He has collabs, a lot of colorways. There's money into the marketing for his shoe. Um, Even down to the box, as I mentioned, all the shoes come with different color boxes based on the color of the shoe. That's dope. Not a lot of people are doing that, and I understand they could do that because they got like their focus is on one or two players. One main player, he's the signature head face of Puma basketball, which is LaMelo. So they're definitely putting it in. That's what putting it in, putting in the work and the creativity with it, man. I'm impressed by what I've been seeing from the MBO2, MBO1, and just the whole situation from the low tops to the mid top. If I had the applause button, I would put applause for Puma and LaMelo, what they've been doing with that whole Puma basketball situation. This colorway is dope. When you guys see the images in person, though, much better. I might have them here. If I do, I don't want to. I'm gonna take this off the screen while I look for it real quick. Yeah, that model is dope. The model is dope. MBO2, the MBO2 low is definitely a dope shoe. Um, I didn't know what to expect from the shoe when they first was talking about it. I really wasn't sure. But when it rolled out, it was on point. The first silhouette gave me 4 vibes. Of course, I always compare shoes. That's just, you've been into shoes enough. That's what you do when you see shoes. Oh, this looks like that shoe. This reminds me of that shoe. And the the Kyrie 4 and the MBO 1 look similar. Maybe just the cut, maybe just the shape of the shoe, you know. And then the little designs on the side gave me the shark teeth vibe. Maybe I passed it up. I'm not sure how long ago I posted it in a Discord, but I definitely did post it in a Discord a little while ago about the MBO2 I just showed you guys. Just trying to see if I can bring it up again. Because I have pictures of it. I have pictures of the shoe that look much different from what we just seen. That can give you a bit different perspective, even though what we just saw was dope too. Like what we just saw was a good look of the shoe also. Oh yeah, it's coming up. I think I have it right around here. Let me see. Jordan 12, brilliant orange. That's a crazy looking shoe. Okay, here we go. We're getting closer and closer. Closer and closer. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm trying to find the shoe, y'all. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Cause it's just worth seeing. I think I got it. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Wait. Damn, man. I'm scrolling. I know I have it in here. Okay. Every time I'm about to stop scrolling, I see another MBO2, which reminds me, like, yeah, you're right by because you were talking about these when you seen it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's not in there no more. I thought I had it. I thought I had a picture. I had pictures of the shoe with somebody having the shoe in hand, so you got a really good look at the shoe. But the images we just saw was good enough too. It definitely shows you what's up with the shoe, but the other images just was a better look. You know what I mean? And I'm about the better look. Okay. As you can tell, I'm still scrolling because I'm like, I feel like I'm getting close to it. KD 16s, Luka 2s. We were talking about those. Uh, and it's always that thing when you stop scrolling right before you get to where you're trying to get to. That's why I'm like, I keep scrolling. But yeah, the NBA 2, the honeycomb colorway is definitely on point. It's good to see, like I said, that it's actually dropping because it was rumored that was just going to be like a PE colorway or something just for him. But the fact that the people can grab it too is a good thing. I don't know if anybody here is going to pick up a pair, but I'm sure somebody who watches the channel will pick up a pair because it's a dope basketball shoe. Yeah, damn. I don't have it. I might post it somewhere else, or maybe I deleted it by mistake. I don't know, because I definitely did have it in here to talk about. But as I'm scrolling, I don't see it. It's a negative. It's a negative. It's a negative. Very dope shoe though. We gotta see what's coming up. I mean, you know, I was thinking this in my brain, like with the MBO 2 low coming out now, and they're rolling out now with so many more colorways. Like, when does the O3 come out? Or do they plan on releasing the O3 while they're still releasing new colorways of the O2 low? I mean, Kyrie kind of did that sometime. His new silhouette overlapped with his old silhouette overlapped with his new silhouette a couple times, you know. But I feel like they just started putting out MBO2 lows. So they're not just gonna put out 5 lows, 5 or 6 low colorways. I would imagine they put out like a good amount more, just like they're doing the highs. But you just never know. Jump to present. There we go. Let's try it. There we go. Okay, cool. Somebody just left a message in the Discord too, or actually just joined the Discord. One of the two. I'm not sure where we at with it right now. We got there. Hit your like button if you haven't done so. Hit the like button for your boy. Let me double check that. I think we're in there like swimwear. We might be there actually. We might be there. I got one more other shoe really quick that I thought was pretty dope after getting images of it. We've been talking about them before, but now we finally got more detailed images of the shoe, which is a great thing to see. Oh, we hit it. Got 11 over here, 19 over here. Yeah, let me bring these up really quick. Jordan 4s, the Olive Craft. Are y'all a fan of the Olive Craft Jordan 4s? I think the Jordan 4s, so that's kind of a no-brainer, right? I think that's a no-brainer. Yeah, we just hit 30 likes right now, combined with both channels, and I appreciate y'all for that. Every 10, we in it for the win. Salute and cheers to anybody else out there who might be joining your boy. If not, it's all good. But celebratory, every 10, we got to take a celebratory shot. The goal is to get like 50, 60 likes while I'm streaming. And then, of course, more after. But at least get that. But we got to work up. I understand. Yeah. It's crazy how it's not as smooth as it was. It's smooth, but I don't know. Burning down, going down, man. Got my apple juice too. Classic, the little classic juices we used to get back in the day. I like when they still make them, even though they're no longer glass. They used to be glass bottles. Now they're plastic. Good question. I would assume, KD's releases usually come right before the season, like sometime in the summertime. Actually, my bad, which is still kind of technically before the season. The KD 16 is supposed to be dropping in July, like mid to late July, from what I remember hearing. So the KD 15 is around the corner. Who else did you mention? The LeBron 21. Now, that's a good question too. I think LeBron's come out around November, October, November. I think the new silhouette for LeBron's come out around that time. Let me double check that to make sure. But I think his usually come out around October, November, like right before the season starts. Um, I'm see right now to find out when the LeBron 20 debuted, but I think it's like November, December, and I think KD's is like towards the summer. For some reason, in the back of my brain, I want to say KD's is in November also, but I don't think so. I do not think so. And they release these shoes, they release their sneakers around the same time every year around the same time. So let me see, check this out, see what I can find out when the LeBron 20 actually dropped to give a point about that. But I'm hearing the KDs are going to drop next month, or yeah, we're technically next month. I heard the 15th or 21st, but they haven't made no official, and my signal's kind of off a little bit. All right, I'm not gonna do that there. My bad. I'm not gonna do that there because when I do that, Dub Hill, what it do, my dude? How you doing this evening? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you sliding through for however long you're here for. Trying to do some research right now. That's why I'm looking at my phone. Trying to see, give my homie the information or the answer on when do I think they'll drop. But I do for sure believe the KD 16 will be here sometime next month, 15th and after. I don't think it'll be before that. From me doing my videos on the shoes and talking about these shoes, if I'm not mistaken, that was the release date I heard for the KDs. There's no glimpse of the 20s right now, the 21 rather, because they're still trying to bask in the glory of the 20. You know, I'm a fan of LeBron, supporter of LeBron, but I have to admit his shoes have kind of slid off a little bit, you know. LeBron's shoes, I think this 20 saved his signature line, like it really did. You know, the 19s were cool, but nobody wanted them. Nobody bought them. The best one, or one of the most exclusive ones, don't have no resale value and people don't care about it. The LeBron 20 or the LeBron 19 Space Jam, the one that he actually wore in the movie, nobody cares about that. There's no resale for that. You know, there's no interest in it. And most basketball shoes don't have resale. It's not about the resale value for basketball shoes. However, if it is a dope shoe, it does have some resale because people buy it out the store and people who didn't get a chance, they still want it. So that's why there's a resale for it. Yeah. So the LeBron 20 Time Machine debuted September 29th. Like I said, I said like October, November. September, October, November. That makes sense. So September 29th is pretty much October. So yeah, right before the season is when LeBron shoes drop. So we wouldn't see any news or hear anything about a LeBron 21 till at least then. I would assume that they would ride out the LeBron 20s for a little while because, like I said, the 19s weren't so hot, the 18s weren't so hot, 17s might have been cool, and it is a preference, but I'm going off the masses and what people felt. The most popular one, you know, was like a 7 or a 9. People like the 11s or 12s. The 13s was not bad. I mean, the 13s were trash. 13s and up is where people really get dicey with them. You know, they like the 9s, the 10s, the 7s. You know, the ones like the Watch the Throne silhouette, the Liverpool silhouette, LeBron 7s, the FAMU. A lot of his retros are a little bit some more of his bangers. But out of 20 silhouettes, when I was talking about Giannis earlier, out of 5 silhouettes for Giannis, I would strongly say maybe 3 for 5, maybe 4 for 5 if I look them at all in hand and see which ones. Maybe all of them might be good. He hasn't really had too many misses, and if he missed, it's still a solid shoe. LeBron took some dips off. I could count like off the top of my head from what I remember what the shoe looks like. Um, sevens, 11s, 10s maybe for a lot of people. Threes, a lot of people like. Twos, a lot of people like. A lot of people like the ones. And the 20s, 7 silhouettes out of 20 silhouettes. So this LeBron 20 definitely saved the lineup Then he has his son added to it to kind of extend it on. And with his son wearing the next gen, which is a good sneaker too, I mean, I'm curious how long will they ride this 20 out? I mean, probably all the way till September. They probably have a lot more colorways to come of both silhouettes. So the one that you could look forward to the most will be the KD 16 coming around next month sometime. And of course, once I find out a date about that, I'll have a video probably on Bossco 2.0 talking about that too. You know, thank you for the question though. Hopefully, I gave you some good answers. I know it's kind of long winded, but it's facts. It's just how I feel about the stuff. Going off of what I've seen in the past and tendencies. Freaks jump out through the summer. So do KD's. Kyrie's was like a November thing because he always dropped like November 11th. November 11th was like the first, or November 11th for Kyrie was like the first sneaker or the last collab sneaker for the previous silhouette. You know, I don't know what the schedule's going to be like now with Anta. That's changing. Paul George's came out earlier in the year too, but no more Paul George sneaker with Nike. It was kind of cool to follow those trends on when the people drop stuff. You know what I mean? Jesse, no problem, bro. Glad I could help even a little smidget. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this shoe right here, kind of the one I want to talk about as the last shoe to talk about. I'm sure there's other ones too. But the Olive Craft, man. The first time I saw these, the first time we saw them were just mock-up images, so you never really got a full detail or full look of what they were like. But they are an impressive, earthy, undefeated fall type vibe to them. And the white pops a lot. Putting white laces might be extra poppy. I don't know how that would look to put white laces on these. I like the shoe how it is with the color laces and everything. I think that white standing out though does a little something to it. I would love to see how people would bring out the white in other ways. Will it be the outfit? Obviously, if they don't put white laces, it's going to have to be the outfit. But these are not bad. Not a bad Jordan 4. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Jordan 4s, especially now. But it's looking real comfy and cozy. The materials look like it's a comfortable shoe. You know what I mean? Jordan 4s, man. I got one pair in my collection. Happy about that. But these are some bad shoes, man. The Olive Craft, bro. What? Details. The truth is in the details. That's fact. These are pretty clean right here. Even with the Jumpman logo on the back and not Nike Air, it's still a dope situation. Even with the Jordan logo on the back, that's still clean. And the fact that they did not make the Jordan logo white to go with, you know what I'm saying? It's still it's clean. I like what they did here. I like how they executed this shoe. And it's white, not sail. If I'm not mistaken, it's white, not sail, you know? Pretty clean Jordan 4, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. If y'all like it or not. How many people are copying it for themselves or to resell it? I'm up on the fence as far as going after it, period. But it is a dope shoe, though. These are one of those shoes that you don't really wait around. I think these are more impressive than the Thunder 4s. In my personal opinion, these are better than the Thunder 4s, and that's why I feel like these won't sit around that next weekend. You might have something over on leftover day that very next Sunday, maybe possibly Monday, but by that next Saturday, for sure not. In my opinion, I could be wrong though. I thought some other shoes out there would have sold out too that did not. But this one, you can't wait. When I tell y'all a lot, just hold off. It'll come to the outlet. You can chill out a little bit. Don't sweat it. You might even find it at Marshall. Nah, you're not gonna find this there. You're not gonna find these there. And here's the thing too. Like, even though here's something to think about. But yeah, there's a lot of dope shoes coming out as we've seen. If you're watching on the replay or even now, out of the shoes we talked about in this live stream, let me know which ones you guys are your standouts. Which one might you be looking forward to the most? A lot to look forward to when it comes to these shoes though. And I forgot my thought process on that. But players mess up and they'll come back to me. But these crafts are definitely dope. A lot more shoes to look forward to, and even those shoes are going to those discount stores, you know. Oh, there we go. With all the influx of product, there's a lot of reasons why Marshalls and Burlington are getting more of these shoes from Nike and stuff like that. They have so much inventory. They have to make room for the new inventory. They probably sell it to Marshalls and them a little cheaper, as inflation's going up. Who knows? But as we're seeing so many shoes, and I say so many things are popping up in the store. Like there's so many things in Marshalls and Burlington that are actually in Foot Lockers and JDs at full retail and deemed as like a newer shoe, been out for like a few weeks to a month or so, which is still a new shoe. Um, and we've been seeing a lot of different shoes pop up at these stores. How are they in the store so soon? Type shit. But we haven't seen Jordan 1s and Jordan lows and Jordan mids pop up at the Marshalls, Rosses, and Burlingtons. I haven't seen it yet. And I mean, at one point you could find those. At one small point, you would find some Jordans. Huh? Wait, hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that because I found a Jordan. So yeah, there was some times when you could find. Yeah, I found a couple Jordans at the Burlingtons and Rosses before, but this time around, I'm not finding any Jordans. I'm wondering what's the difference in that. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with them trying to do more direct to consumer with their popular shoes type thing. Why are the other shoes going there, but you're not seeing Jordans like we would before? I haven't seen on nobody's like stories or anybody who's posting what they're finding at the stores. No Jordan retros. I haven't even seen anybody finding Jordan cleats like they would find a while. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that will change soon enough, but as of now, I'm not seeing that. So out of everything being changed up and going to the stores, Jordan still haven't made that swap out went there. It's just interesting to think about that because there's a lot of stuff going there. You would think there would be some of those popping up there too. Some Jordan Deltas or just some Jordan somethings, some six rings or dub zeros. I mean, those shoes are going on sale at the stores now, so maybe it's only a matter of time. When we're at the point now in the sneaker game where you can go into the outlet and find Jordan 1 retros, Jordan 2 retros, maybe Jordan 3 retros, Jordan 7s, Jordan 6s on the back wall or sometime on the aisle. It's just truly a different time. It's truly a different time. And it's a good thing for the consumer, man. Like I said, people who are definitely trying to buy stuff for the collection, if you're still out here buying for yourself, it's a good thing because you can get the shoes you want now. Oh wait, I thought I was. I didn't know I was sharing it. I didn't know I was still sharing my screen right there when I was trying to. I was trying to look through my Discord to see if there was something I didn't say that I was trying to say that I forgot to say. Okay, I like to hear that. Anybody else agree? Jordan 4s are overrated a lot. People like them now a lot. But they just ain't for you, and that's cool. They're not for everybody. I feel you on that. You know, but it's just crazy how people start gravitating to it. They got tired of ones, and now fours is it. You know, you know. Uh, yeah, Nike canceled release. Yeah, let me go to my IG timeline real quick. Yeah, Nike canceled the release of the shoe, which we talked about earlier. Good for them for doing it. I think it's too soon, and people are going about the shoe for the wrong reasons. And as the family, I would be pissed off knowing that people are just trying to get this shoe so bad because they want to sell it for money. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to see that Nike, like, I mean, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Nike probably could have did it for totally other reasons, but at least it looks like Nike cared for the condolences of the family. Because at the end of the day, Nike cares about their bottom dollar and their money, which they know they're going to get regardless. If they release it later, they can get more money. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe give them time to make more pairs to make more money. You know what I mean? But it's good to see them halt the release because it's looking nasty right now. People are just bloodthirsty for the money over somebody's death, and that has to hurt as somebody's family. Like, wow, really? Y'all only going after this shit because of that? That's not cool. That's not player. That's not cool. We don't rock with that. You know what I mean? Hit the like button if you haven't done so. I appreciate it. KD16. Speaking of the KDs, some people are starting to circulate pictures of the new shoes, so that lets you know it's about to start being in circulation. Just so the KD16 will be here before you know it. Once you see videos like this with people rocking them on feet, yep, that toe box looks a little fat. You might be able to go true to size on that thing. I'm about to take a courtesy shot just because I fuck with y'all or I rock with y'all. And I appreciate y'all being here and corresponding with me, asking questions, giving feedback. You know, I didn't think of anything really as far as like getting somebody in here, you know, having somebody on as a guest. I didn't think about that. Mm. Whew. But if you do, you gotta have your camera on. I put a link in the chat in case somebody wants to come and join and say what's up. Dornbecker is coming back once again with another Dornbecker collection. Dornbecker collections are dope. Dornbecker collections are expensive though. Shit. That foam posit, what was that foam posit? Like 275 to something? The Dornbecker foam posit? Pricey, taxi. You know, yeah. Foam posits. Foam posit came out at 250, normally 230. So yeah, it was up a price. So 250 off after tax, 260 something out here in California. Last one sold for 279. Dope shoe. I wonder if the foam posit is going to be in this collection again. Hopefully so. I don't know exactly when they're going to drop it, but they did mention it on their Twitter. Dornbecker Freestyle coming back again for those of you guys who might be excited. Kyrie's hopeful the next team he plays for will be his last. Yeah, man. Okay, that's a good topic right there. Because I was talking about that in the last video about Kyrie, like going to another team. He can only go to so many more teams before it starts to mess with his legacy as a player. They're already trying to tarnish his legacy as a player, you know, because of what he did last season, what he did or what he didn't do, you know. That doesn't look good when you play for so many teams. Unless you're a journeyman. If you're a journeyman, then it's cool. A journeyman, which is a role player who plays for a lot of different teams. You know, I've always at one point coming up, you felt like the journey players were sorry players. But then you realize when you get like a little older watching the game that journey players are not trash players. Journey players are actually good because that means somebody wants you to play for them. If you're able to be good enough to keep being on somebody's team and getting minutes and playing, that means you're good enough to be in the league. That means people want you. But if you're a star and you go to a bunch of different teams in the format that he went to teams, it don't look good. His talent is undeniable, but the other stuff plays a part when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. He's a talent there. He's a talent, a real talent. Did his thing in the league, held it down. Where will he be next year? Will he be with Dallas or will he be playing for somebody else? And if it's somebody else, where somebody else will be, man. It sucks how this has turned out to be, in a sense, unless he gets another ring. But it's giving me Terrell Owen vibes, and that sucks. Even though Terrell didn't get a ring at all, but like it's giving me Terrell Owen vibes. Career will be done before it was supposed to be done, or either low key underachieved for what they could have done, you know? And he has a ring already, so that kind of dead's underachieving because as an athlete, a pro athlete, winning a ring is the ultimate goal. So if you win it one time and you play 20 seasons, at least you got to the mountaintop once. So that's the part that saves his whole like the problems and all that type of stuff when it comes to the legacy for his game and all that type of shit, you know. It's the fact that he has won a championship, being one of the main people of the win. It was a simple 1-2 punch. Him and LeBron. Kevin Love was the third option, but it was him and LeBron carrying the team. So, you know, it is a little disappointing. He goes to a lot of teams, but for me personally, seeing his side of it, he didn't do a lot wrong. You let me know what he did. Okay, I feel like what he did wrong was the fact that he told the Celtics he wants to stay there for the rest of his career. He was out the next season. I think so. But he got hurt. There was other things that played a part in it. It made sense. I'm mad that he left LeBron the first time. Imagine if him and LeBron stayed in Cleveland this whole time and they just rotated players to come play with them. How much more championships they could have won or at least played in, you know? It's just unfortunate, but he's still a great player. No matter what. You can't deny his talent on the court, but it's just unfortunate the way things played out. You know what I mean? Oh, Twiz. What do I think about the Jordan 13? What do I think about the Jordan 13? One of the best silhouettes ever made. Jordan and I have a lot in common. Michael Jordan and I have a lot in common. You might be like, what you got in common with Jordan? My favorite silhouettes of Jordan is Jordan's favorite silhouettes. For real? Yeah, for real. I seen this interview with Jordan. He said my favorite silhouettes. He said the 11s, the 12s. I really like the 3s, but the 13s is it. No, I like the 11s, 12s, the 13s, and I like the 3s a lot too. And my favorite silhouettes from the Jordans is the 11s, 12s, and 13s. I like the 13s. You can't really mess up a 13 too much. They don't have too many bad 13 colorways. It's just about the price point and when they drop. I only have 3 13s in my collection currently now because I'm selective about the shoes I grab. And that's just what that is, I guess. Some of the ones they came out with I didn't like so much. You know, I like the Carmelos that dropped, but I didn't find them in my size. The B grade ones, those were pretty dope. But I'm a big fan of 13s, man. I'm a big fan of 13s. I just feel like they kind of water it down and don't put out enough good colorways of the 13s. Or they put it out at a bad time for me where I'm not trying to buy the shoe for the price point. But I'm a big fan of 13s, bro. One of the best things, one of the best ones, man. You know? Playoff 13s, Cherry 13s, Royal 13s. I like the UNC 13s, but for some reason, it didn't speak to me like the other UNC colorways do. Something about it, bro. Weird. Weird as hell. Weird as hell, but I like them though. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody watching on Twitch, on Bossco Mitchell and Bossco 2.0. Just chilling out. We've been rocking for about 2 hours and 19 minutes. I appreciate you guys. You know, hit that like button if you haven't done so. Every 10 likes, we get another shot going. We just reached 30 likes a little bit ago. So if you haven't hit the like button already, or you're just joining, hit the like button. Let's get to 40 likes. I'm watching on 2 channels, so 40 likes between the two. I'm cool with that. And we'll take another shot. Or you can send a $5 donation, like a super chat, and I'll take another shot there too. But teach your own. You know what I mean? Rashad, what's going on, man? Really? Okay. A 1-of-1 in 2013, but no further info. Really? The Knicks colorway of the Grant Hill. Did you scoop him? He said you hit me on. Oh, you tagged me on Instagram. Let me see if I can find him. Yeah, no, those are the Grant Hills have been flooding the stores, man, like crazy. It's ridiculous how crazy they've been flooding the store. All kinds of okay, I don't see it on my tags. Let me see. Um tag mentions. What's this? Oh, okay. I didn't see it though. Maybe I looked at it and then pay attention. What's your IG handle so I can look at it? But yeah, a lot of colorways of the Grant Hills have been floating around, bro. Like extremely a lot of colorways. It's crazy. One of one. The thing with the Grant Hills, like I've been seeing them go kind of consistently around 80 to 90 bucks, and you buy them for 30, so there's definitely a profit. $30 is not a bad price to buy in if you have to hold it for a while. That is kind of a cheaper price. It really just depends on your patience and how long you want to hold something for. If it's a one of one and it's something limited like that, it might be worth grabbing it. If it's a rare shoe like that, there's a lot of platforms to put it on that you could sell it at. You know what I mean? To give it a chance. I mean, the worst case scenario, you could buy it and return it in 30 days if you don't sell it. You know what I'm saying? Don't say it. You do what you do, but that's an option if you want to. You know what I mean? What? That's great. That's some exclusive shit. Then you got to run that. Santana, what's going on with you? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you sliding through on the late night. We're here chilling out, talking about a lot of things. We talked about sneakers. We talked about a few things here, different things. If you got something you want to talk about, holla at your boy. Say something. Um, we've been posted up for a minute here. Been going for about almost 2.5 hours. Hit the like button. We took like 3 shots from you guys hitting the like button. I took one courtesy shot myself just because. But yeah, I like to celebrate with you guys for you guys showing the support. You know what I mean? I really do appreciate that, and it does help out a lot. You know, picks of Grant Hills, Joe Dimes wants picks of Grant Hills. If you're in the Discord, Rashad, I'm not sure if you're in my Discord. If you could post pictures in that Discord, or send me pictures on Instagram again, like DM it to me because I didn't see the tag for them. If you have the pictures, but there are people out there scooping up Grant Hills. You got somebody right there asking about it too. But people are because it's like old school classic shoe, man. I've seen some Grant Hills that I've never seen in my life before. They revamped the shoe. You know what I'm saying? They revamped the shoe, put a bunch of different colorways on it, and some of the things are hits. So when people see them, they grab them. I'm not mad at that at all. I like that. Yes, indeed. All day, all day, all love, 1,000%. When it's just a free one, I'll take a small swig. When it's y'all, I'll take a much bigger swig. You dig? Pause. If that sounds crazy. Man, I really do be excited here talking with you guys, chopping it up about some stuff. Um, I did go through kind of some of the things that I kind of had planned. You know what I mean? Plan to talk about with you guys. So now it's like freestyle a little bit. Um, we're gonna go in for a little bit more. It's only 10:35, which is not that late. You know, I'm gonna go through my Instagram timeline and see what we can find there. Maybe I'll send a link to somebody DM and see if they can. Did you send it to Bobby Thrift or Bosco 2.0? I mean Bosco's goodies because I don't see no new message. Let me go ahead and check. Maybe you sent it to. Oh shit! Shout out to Retrospective Gear. If you're in here, shout out to you if you're still here. If not, I totally get it. Let me show y'all what he came across. Yeah, this jacket, the jacket you came across is crazy. Grizz on grind, what's good with you, bro? Yeah, this jacket that the homie found is nice. Check this out, y'all. Hopefully the signal don't get too crazy. That jacket is mean. Mitchell and Ness New York Yankees or New York Mets jacket. Then we got the Ultra Boost for $25. Especially that colorway too. Black and white, definitely gonna sell. That jacket though. Hard. How much was the retail for it? How much was the original retail for it? And how much was the retail price at what? Marshalls? That jacket is fire. Now that I know they got jackets floating around, wow, Mitchell and Ness is floating at the Rosses for real. It's not just like by chance. Like it's not just like, you know, it's not just by like, you know, a couple items here and there. They got a whole shipment of a collection that goes to. That's dope. That's dope. I likes that. I likes that. I likes that. Say it with the kicks was good. He definitely be posting up the information a lot, often too. Really good content. Yeah, that jacket, Wheaties tea. Yeah, that jacket go with a lot of stuff, boy. Yeah, that's crazy. Let me close out my app and see. Let's see. It is not coming up, bro. It really is. Like I don't have no new messages. Um, and then I go to my tags and it's not showing it for tags either. But sometimes I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes my shit do be fucking up. I don't understand how. I have to like close out my app to do things. Sometimes I try to hit some functions and it'll just go like blank. Let me see. Maybe so. How do I check that too? Yeah, this should be it'd be crazy. Like sometime because I have my Instagram on dark mode or whatever, but sometimes it comes out of dark mode and half the screen is black and half the stuff is white. I gotta close out the app for it to get where I'm trying to get for it. You know what I mean? Let me see. I don't know why I'm not able to see this. Okay. Let me see that. I don't have follow requests. And what's your Instagram? I'm sorry I'm not seeing it. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like, I look at my tags, I don't see it. Try to see what a request would be if I go to my inbox. They would tell all requests. Okay. Only thing I got is something from somebody from 2 days ago. I don't have no recent request either. All requests. What the hell, man? Yeah, that's crazy. I'm trying to. It's not showing me. It said I have 10 requests, but all the requests are like from people talking about the Purple Hardens and stuff like that. Like that's interesting. Watch after I end the live stream or something like that. It'll pop up and be like, oh, it's right here. Like, what the fuck? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my other Instagram and come back to this Instagram and see if it's popping off right here. What do you guys think about these right here though? These UNC colored dunks. Been seeing this vibration of this type of dunk for a minute with that material on it. Now they got it in UNC. Not too bad. You know what I mean? It's not too bad. Not too bad. It's not too bad. People asking me in my DMs if I ship to other countries, if you happen to be here watching it now or on the replay, I'll ship to whatever country you're in if you're just willing to cover the cost. You know, I ship to Australia, I've shipped to the Philippines, Canada, of course, Mexico too. Like I can ship around. You just gotta be willing to pay for the cover of the cost. I'm willing to help people out. You got to be a member on one of my platforms, whether it's YouTube or the Discord membership or my Instagram subscription, and then I can work something out with you. Or if you don't want to become a member, you just got to throw something on top each transaction. Right now, my services, I got to take a time out to say once again, shout out to all my members who are members of my retail pickups, my retail reserve, because the game is so crazy right now. What I mean, they are still picking up, not as often, but they're still rocking with me and still supporting. So I really appreciate that. Hopefully things will pick up more, or when there's requests for stuff, we're able to make them happen. I still got some stuff I'm supposed to send out to one of the homies, but he told me to hold on to him because he wants me to get a couple more shoes before I send them all out at one time. So I'm definitely with that. You know. Uh oh shit. Okay, so Rashad, what's up? This pic was from the local store here. Okay. What's that city gear? I don't have a city gear out here, I don't think. Oh, Tan's fine. Tan's fine. What's good with you, bro? Welcome to the stream. I thank you for sliding through. You definitely do your thing out here in the streets. Um, I found the ones that I found at the outlet was at East LA outlet. And then I also found some at bait on Melrose. Bait on Melrose has a lot of Bait on Melrose has a lot of colorways of that shoe. But the one that I saw, the yellow one, that was at the East LA outlet. The East LA outlet. But yeah, shout out to Taryn Fines. Y'all check him out. I don't know if he wants attention on him like that, but he definitely does his thing out here in the retail arbitrage space for sure. He's for sure a hunter out there, for real. Keep up the good work, dude. Hey, Jesse, I appreciate you sliding through, bro. Being here however long you were here for. More to come on the channel, of course. More streams, more videos. And big shout out to everybody coming through, man. Oh, a story that you reposted. Okay. He definitely did. Kyrie definitely did, bro. That's what I'm saying. Linking back up with that energy, but they need to like do a sign and trade or something. You know? I don't know how they could work it, but it would be dope to see Kyrie back with LeBron. I just don't know how it would actually work now. Lakers plan to run it back, which I'm not mad at it. I'm glad they are. They have a deep team. They went to the Western Conference Finals. If anything, maybe try to do something to get a little youthful. I don't know what. They could do something. There's a couple moves they can make without making too many crazy moves. You feel me? Hopefully they're able to make it work. They can hopefully, D'Lo could step up and do what he's supposed to do. And Reeves steps up into the player he's supposed to be. And if they just stay pat with the team and people develop, they got the team to win it. They really do. They really do. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they're able to make that work. Yeah, it's a lot of videos and stuff. Everybody got the tripod set up at the gym working out. Hilarious. Everybody filming that stuff, trying to get their content in, man. The gyms are starting to charge people extra money to bring in their cameras and stuff too. Definitely are. I don't blame them. Make your money. We're coming in there making money off our content. So if y'all got to pay, want people to pay, I get it. I mean, I'm not saying I like it. But I get it. If you're going to try to make some content, they're going to try to make some money off you too, man. Big shout out to everybody here in the stream. Hit the like buttons. I appreciate that. If you haven't done so, do that. Yeah, I copped 13s too. Playoff 13s. I definitely had to cop those, man. I was not playing with those this season. That was one of the 5 shoes. I said there's 5 shoes I'm trying to limit myself to. And the 13 playoffs was definitely one of them. I need 3 more likes. I'll take a big swig. We got some more likes on Bobby Thrift and Bossco Mitchell, so I appreciate that. Hit the like button for your boy, man. You guys see, I'm still a little bit more coherent in a sense than I was with with the dark liquor. The dark liquor a little different, man. I'm trying to get somebody to chop it up with that's gonna, but I don't know. It is late. And if you don't plan stuff out, people will be busy. 11, 12s, and 13s, you can't go wrong with those silhouettes, man. Yeah, I think that's the case too. I think he's gonna play one season with his kid and kind of ride off into the sunset. I would just hope that it's a way to go out where he wins before he leaves. I mean, as long as he get 5, it's cool. I just need him to get 5 before he retire. He can't retire with 4. 4 is still a lot of rings. 4 is still a lot of rings, and not many players have 4 rings. But for his stature as a player, for what he's done for the game, on and off the court, he definitely needs 5 or 6. You know what I mean? And being that he's this late in the career, I think 6 is a stretch, but 5 is possible, man. If AD could just step up half of what he's supposed to do, you know what I mean? He won't get another. It's looking like that. It truly is looking like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hopeful, wishful thinking. I know the league plays a little favoritism in certain things, and just like the league sets it up for Tom Brady to kind of, even though Tom didn't win last season, he won very recently before he retired. So I'm sure LeBron will get that same love and get another ring before he out of here. I mean, he has to get a ring in a Laker jersey to complete the cycle, taking over Kareem's record in a Laker jersey. The only other thing to do is get a ring. He can't get the MVP in the Laker jersey, even though sometimes he plays like an MVP level. But I already know, you and I both know, you and I, as far as everybody watching, know LeBron not playing 82 games. LeBron playing like 51 games, 55 games, like 49 games. Um, Here's this funny thing about it. I'm predicting this now. I could be wrong, but I honestly think I hope am I LeBron fan supporting heart believe that I think that LeBron James, because this is some funny shit. Based on his history and how he is, it should have been already handled. But this nigga ain't had surgery on that foot that he needs to have surgery on. He gonna wait till right before the season to where he gonna have to miss like the first 6 weeks of the season. It's like you should be doing that now. You should have been on that surgery table right after the season and be healing this summer. But why does he need to be ready for the start of the season? You know what I mean? Let Ruri get his numbers up. Let Austin get his numbers up. Let Russell get his numbers up so that when we come to the finals, these guys will be fully ready to go. LeBron is not going to start the season. I feel like LeBron is not going to start this season until like right before the Christmas games. Maybe LeBron, I could be wrong, but he's going to wait to get that surgery. They said it last year when he heard the pop that in order for him to heal properly, he has to get surgery that was season ending. He said, no, I'm going to ride it out because I can. We're trying to make a push for it. They got to the Western Conference Finals and lost. He should have got surgery then. They said in order for him to get back to 100%, he would need surgery. He's going to be the type of player to get the surgery he needs to play. But being that he's older, the recovery process is going to be longer. So he's going to wait till right before the season, maybe right before training camp, and say, oh man, it's a little serious than I thought. I tweaked it again in workouts, and I'm going to have to have surgery and get it now so that way I can get back before playoffs so we can make that run. That's what LeBron's going to do. It's going to be AD's team the whole season. AD, the keys is yours. LeBron kept trying to give it to you. LeBron kept trying to pass the keys to the car to AD, and AD not trying to take the keys. So LeBron going to be like, you know what? I'm not getting the car. You're going to have to figure it out. LeBron is always the one you could just put in. He's going to adapt to whatever happens. So it's not like he needs time to rev it up, or he needs time to get back in game shape, but he don't need time to get chemistry and stuff like that with the players. So I don't know, man. That's my prediction. LeBron is going to hold off on that damn surgery. Yeah, they don't have enough money, but the thing is, the people they just signed, you got to think about it, Rashad. They just went to the Western Conference Finals. That's one step before the finals. And one would hope that the players that they're bringing back develop to get better, because they're still at the age where they can develop and get better. As I'm talking about everybody else besides LeBron and AD. Austin's about to get his money, which means that money comes with improvement. It's supposed to. New money comes with new game, new improvements to the game. I think D'Lo in this system a whole season coming to another season is going to be good for him. I think Vanderbilt should be practicing corner threes, and he gonna be fine. I think he gonna give them a little bit more too. And then Ruri, I think he showed a lot to where they can trust him to be a main part of the offense with AD while LeBron's out type thing. So I feel like they got those pieces they need without getting anybody else. You know, I honestly feel that way. I like the Schroeder, Russell. I like their squad. I really do. You know, they ran into Denver and they lost to Denver because AD didn't do his thing. That's where I think it was. And LeBron didn't shoot well from the perimeter. But if LeBron stand on the perimeter so AD can get busy in the paint, but if AD's showing up every other game, then it doesn't matter. The whole playoffs, the whole last round was on AD. It was AD versus Jokic. That was the whole thing. Jokic dominated that series tremendously. Shout out to everybody here still rocking out in the stream. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. We live on Twitch. We live on Bossco 2.0, Bossco Mitchell, and Bobby Thrift. So hit the like button. Every 10 likes, we take another shot of the Lobos. We're technically 3 shots in, but I took 2 more, so I took 5 shots. And, you know, we just continue to talk. It's just my way of celebrating the win of you guys hitting the like button. You know what I mean? Perk Nowinski, I like that name so much. I fuck with it, bro. What's good with you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, all right, man. I'm glad you mentioned that dude's name. He is somebody that they need a year under the belt too. Mo Bamba is a game changer. He can be a game changer. Mo Bamba could be a big asset to the team. If you don't know the league or don't know players like that, then maybe you don't know. And I don't know every single person, but I know a lot of basketball. I know Mo Bamba can be he can be an asset to the team. He can shoot threes. He can ball, man. He can play defense. AD can play that 4th spot that he wants to. Mo Bamba was starting to get a little momentum, then he fell out the rotation. He played like a couple games. At the end of the game, it seemed like Darvin Ham didn't really give him enough fair opportunity. And then when he kind of gave him some opportunity and he showed some light, he got hurt and was out the rest. Mo Bamba could be Mo Bamba could be a good piece. I know you said not just add Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba could be a asset to the team, bro. He really, really could, dude. He really could be. He can get block shots, can rebound, he can shoot threes, he can space the floor for what they need. You know, if he's in there at the 5, he's not down in the post making the big man have to guard him. You know what I mean? It's just about if Mo Bamba gonna put. I don't know if he's putting in the work to stay and be. You know what I'm saying. Mo Bamba still got to put in the work. Oh, they wanted Miles instead of Miles does his thing too. Mo don't have enough weight. That could be a reason. That could be a factor. Man, he got some upside though. He still do because he's fairly young in the league. But you're right. He need to put on some weight or at least get a little stronger. You know what I mean? Mobama could definitely be a problem though. Not just add Mobama. Okay. Yeah, it could have. They could have. I think he might have still been hurt though. I think that's why he didn't play. I remember at one point he had a boot, a walking boot on, and that Mobama song is hard, Rich. That Mobama song is hard, and like I think every time he scored, they need to play that little snippet of the song when he scored in at the I still call it Staples Center, but at the Crypto Arena. Obama got a song. That's what I'm saying. He got a song for him. They need to know he's a reputable player. Even though shout out to Sheck West. He got some good music too. But yeah, that Obama song was hard. I got that in my saved playlist on YouTube playlist, man. Shout out to Mo Bamba. Shout out to Mo Bamba, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, Darvin was cool. Darvin did his thing. Like I said, I don't know if just with him and Mobamba, just I don't know. He came with the trade deadline. I think he came in that last edition, right? He wasn't part of the Ruri trade, or was he part of the Ruri trade? I feel like he was, but maybe not. But he definitely could have been a big body for Joker for some defensive purposes. He can move with them as far as like agility. He's quicker than oh boy Joker. But it was the Nuggets year. They were moving on all cylinders. You know, I don't see them repeating. I see them being a good regular season team, but I don't see them repeating. I hope they don't get to the Western Conference Finals again, but I definitely don't see them repeating. But I definitely see them being a good regular season team. I do. A 50, 55 win, a regular season win. See, the thing is, what makes it hard for what I'm saying is the fact that they did that and won. Because a lot of times in the NBA, you have those teams that win 50, 55 games and still like don't win the finals. So but they won the finals already. So it kind of like makes it hard to kind of go with that same philosophy. But I feel like they're one and done. Even though they didn't do it with bench scoring and Michael Porter Jr. didn't play his best, but they didn't need him because of everybody else. Now that people know what to look for and kind of can load up on Denver, it's going to be a little different for them to dominate like that. And people are making moves. I don't know. I want Denver to have the hard route. I want them to play like Sacramento the first round, second round Phoenix, and then the third round Lakers. Or something like that. Something that just makes it harder for them, man. you know, San Antonio push out Denver. It's hard to say. I don't know if Wimby is enough. You know, you know what I mean. The dunks are lit. Which ones? Which dunks you talking about? Which colorway? San Antonio might push Denver out. That's a stretch. I mean, I would be here for it if it happened. Though I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. You know, but it's gonna be crazy to see what they do next season because next season is gonna be loaded. Everybody's waiting to see. Everybody's waiting and prepared for the Nuggets. So let's see what the Nuggets do when they got the target on their back. It's easier to come as the new dog on the scene, but once people have a full year of game tape on you after you won, you might not have the same full drive like you did before you won. Not many players in the league keep the same passion and drive once they win. Not many players keep the same passion and drive once they sign a big contract. That's the whole point of things. They kind of get comfortable with it and just chill out. I think that's what might have allowed Kyrie to take his. I mean, he might feel that way regardless, but I think that's one thing that allows Kyrie to have his stance on not really tripping off the result of basketball type, the type of angle he kind of goes at now with basketball not being his main priority and focus because he's already gotten to the mountaintop and won and being a very big part of it. So you can't, sometimes when you get there, you don't really want it again. And AD might be a victim of it too. He got one there with the first season. First season he got there, got a ring with LeBron. Yeah, the majority of these are. Steph's like from this box here, definitely. And then from the black boxes over, some of them are DS, but most of them I've worn. Like those are mine. But these from the black box over here, majority of these are all brand new. These are shoes I'm like selling. Like this shoe is not, because that's the Way Away shoe. All these shoes, and this is Way Away, but these are new. Those are all brand new. I'm keeping that though. That's my Kyrie. I just have it over there for whatever reason. But no, all these aren't dead stock. These are mine. This is like some out of my collection. I wear my sneakers. Speaking of wearing my sneakers, I showed y'all yesterday, but I didn't show it on camera, and I want to see what it looks like for the replay. Okay, so the camera does focus. I wore my UNC 5s yesterday. I wanted to see this yesterday, see, because the lights be acting funny when I bring my shoes up. It'd be like tweaking sometimes, like it's lighter or darker. So I just wanted to see when I did that what happens. UNC 5s in the building. One of the best shoes of 2023 so far. Yeah. Okay. So were you the one who saw me the picture of the what the PG6s? I did see that picture. I saw that picture for sure. And if I saw that picture, I probably saw the other one too. But yeah, y'all, the what the PG6s have been popping up at the Rosses too. I hope to find that shoe in a size 13. I will definitely scoop that shoe for myself. That is a dope PG6. And I only seen a PG6 one time out of these recent times of finding and switching around. I've only seen a PG6 one time. It was a black colorway. I found some $25 Hardens too, the McDonald's All American colorway. Definitely did. Definitely did. Taryn Fines, have you found those PG6s? Have you found any? Biggest size you saw was 11. Okay, you didn't put that picture, but okay. Yeah, I seen that. I definitely seen that. More PG6s floating around. The first colorway that I found was the black colorway, like the all black colorway. PG6s is a good thing to find because they're just not making no more, and they're not really around like that. You don't see them at the outlets like that. They don't have. I don't recall seeing any. Damn, that's crazy. I don't recall seeing any TB colorways for the PG6 either. Damn, that sucks, bro. PG just slid on out of here, or they just slid PG on out of here, huh? Like low key though. Wasn't no announcement or nothing. He just stopped wearing his signature shoe so much. And you just don't hear no buzz about you heard about the next everybody else's shoe, but not the PG6. That's cool, man. That was a dope shoe. That was a shoe that I didn't scoop up yet that I wanted to add to the collection. Damn, man. And then not even see it at the outlets. I'm like, what's up with that? Maybe because they got skipped from the outlets and went straight to I used to work his camp. Shout out to the PG camp, man. I like them summer league camps. They're pretty dope. Teaching kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The art of hooping. I remember being in some of those camps. It definitely builds character, talent. You build new friendships. You know what I mean? Yeah, I haven't seen any PG6s besides the one, man. And Rashad, I don't see no PG6s at none of the stores. Which makes me think, did they sell out or did Nike pull the plug on them and like gonna dish them off to the Burlingtons and Rosses and Marshalls? Will we start to see a flood of them more now that we've seen pictures of the bait colorway, or not the bait colorway, but the what the colorway? Now will we start seeing more roll out? And if they're rolling out at these discount stores, then that's what happened. Nike took them off the shelves for whatever reason, because they didn't have. It's not like they had a bad situation like Kyrie where they took them off the shelves. You know, they took them off, or maybe they sold out. And the reason why I throw the option of taking them off the shelves and just sending them back to the factory is because there's not a crazy resale for them, but there is, like, if you buy the shoe for retail, there's not a lot of meat on the bone to resell it. If you buy it from a discount place, then yeah, but there's not a really big resale for it buying it at retail. So it just didn't make sense. That's why I say maybe they took them off the shelf to sell them to Ross and Burlington to make their money that way, and then we'll start to see them flooding these stores, but I've only seen one out of the recent times since Marshalls and all those stores have been back on fire with the Nike products. Only seen one PG6. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. That's dope to see. So it's crazy that they were in the contract with him because word is like the sales weren't that strong for the PG. That's why they're losing. That's why he's not there. Like I guess he's still a Nike athlete, but not a signature. I don't get that. I don't get the logic because he had good collabs. There is a popularity for his shoe. You know, did they have to do this just to make room for John Morant and Devin Booker? Like, really? That makes no sense. No sense. Um, Perk Nowinski, good question. I do not play Xbox. If you guys know, let him know. Um, one thing I do know is I just found out that it's not so hard to clean out your PlayStation 4. I thought it was a little bit difficult to like open it up and clean out the fan, but I saw a couple of videos on YouTube and it's very easy. And the reason why I say that is I need to do that because it's I've had my PlayStation for so long. A lot of dust piles up. I do have pets, so the pet dander too. I just hear my fan turn on really loud. Like when I put the disc in to play it, that shit sounds loud as hell. I can play GTA for hours and it don't make a sound because GTA I downloaded it. But when I try to make it spin, all that dust just makes the shit go so loud. So I still have not cracked open my new Call of Duty game, and I'm mad about it because I'm like, watch next week the new one come out, and I ain't even played this one yet. And I want to play with y'all. You know, gaming with Bossco. I got my gaming channel. Maybe I could just play some games there every now and then. You know what I mean? But I still have not cracked open my Call of Duty because when I try to play 2K, the system just makes a loud ass noise, man. So I don't know about the Xbox games. I haven't even been on Xbox in a minute. Shout out to Xbox though. Much respect to Xbox because I you know I was low key an Xboxer before I got to the PlayStation game. I switched over to PlayStation. That's right. I switched over to PlayStation because of GTA. Yep. Yep. hmm I remember like the summer before GTA came out, I was balling on Xbox with some homies on 2K, killing it, really, really killing it. I was ranking up there, you know. Um, and then it was like, all right, PS4 is coming out, or PS4 came out, and then the announcement of GTA 5, and we all played together. We all played 2K together online. So then we had a story, like we had an option to make. It's like, shit, damn, GTA coming out, man. The new GTA, it looks dope. It's gonna be dope as shit. You had to make a choice, and I made my choice. I jumped on back over to PlayStation and been there ever since. Ever since GTA brought me back, I have to be honest, because GTA is not on Xbox, right? I hope I'm not getting that wrong. GTA is not on Xbox, so yeah, I ain't been on Xbox since I haven't been on Xbox since GTA came out, man. Yeah, the PlayStation 4 collab was crazy. And I thought we were gonna get a PlayStation collab on the PG6, but you know, a NASA collab and a PlayStation collab on the PG6 would have been dope. Yeah, definitely. Definitely is the same. Power wise is definitely the same. The systems are the same. I'm just the PlayStation guy because I've been on PlayStation since, you know. But I before, like, you know, before I was on Xbox for the longest. I was Halo'd up. Halo was my game. Shooting games, I was nice on Halo 1, 2, and a little bit of 3. When it came to ranking and all that stuff, I was getting a lot of kills all the time, you know. But like I said, it came to that crossroad point when that GTA 5 came out, man, I was like, ugh, it's only on, you know, because GTA before had such a great buzz and it was such a great game on the previous one. So the new one coming out, what? Only on PlayStation? Fuck, that's crazy. All right, well, we're gonna have to make the choice. because PlayStation and Xbox to me was like Nintendo and Genesis. Nintendo and Xbox is in the same lane, and PlayStation and Genesis was in the same lane. That's how I kind of connect them. And I was a Nintendo person and didn't really care for the Genesis. It was like Nintendo gang over here. F Sonic. We Mario. Forget Sonic. Even though later on I got older, I really liked Sonic. Um, and then so it went from for me, it went from Nintendo, Super Nintendo to um Dreamcast. I didn't get a GameCube, even though I was Nintendo. I didn't get GameCube. I went from Nintendo to Dreamcast. Dreamcast was dope as shit. That's where low key 2K like originated. So that's what introduced niggas to 2K was the Dreamcast, man. And then Dreamcast to Xbox is where I felt like it went. I felt like Dreamcast is evolving from Dreamcast's Xbox. So that's why I was Xbox after Dreamcast, because 2K, and then you had Halo. But then they brought back the classic game of GTA. And it's like, well, Halo got watered down. Live was not the shit no more. It was about 2K, and 2K was on both systems. So it's like, well, both systems got 2K and Madden. The only system that don't have uh GTA 5 was Xbox. Halo was washed off, so I didn't care no more. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Jeez. Oh, you started with Nintendo 64, Eric? What's good, Eric? Dreamcast was dope though. And television to Atari to Nintendo products, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Uh I had the PSP. I did have a PSP for a while. I never had a GameCube, but GameCube was dope for sure. I did have friends who had GameCube, but I just never got the GameCube. I forgot. I think I was still with Nintendo when GameCube was out. You know, blowing in the disc and hitting the disc down hard to get it into the system so it worked. It was funny how everybody had those same tricks to make the Nintendo games work. That like that. That shit's funny, bro. Yeah, 2K on Dreamcast was the ultimate shit, bro. It was the ultimate shit. It was like the evolution of the new style of like a realism kind of gameplay, not cartoonish, you know? And like Live started playing around with what they were doing, looking real cartoonish and stuff. I remember being there for the fall of Live, you know what I mean? You know, Live was definitely that shit. Anybody out there remember the game Arch Rival? Every time I ask this question, people do not remember the game Arch Rival, bruh. It started off in the arcade and then it became available on the console. Arch Rival. It was a 2-on-2 full court basketball game where you could punch your players. You could knock them, you could punch them and steal the ball. It was a fun game. It was like right before Live. I mean, right before NBA Jam. Or maybe, yeah, like right before NBA Jam or right in the mix of NBA Jam. You know what I mean? Arch Rival. Anybody remember that game, man? That shit was hard, dude. I used to love that game. It was still them game. That was a dope ass game. I mean, I don't think they be retroing too many games, but to play that game again, crazy, bro. Dude with the green mohawk, yep, yep. So you know about that. You know about that. NBA Street was dope too. I never really got into NFL Street, but NBA Street was dope. And yeah, it was before NBA Jam. Yep. Running Gun Arcade, all that. Man, that 64 was a crazy game, man. The 64, a lot of people was on that. A lot of my friends had the 64. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, man. It came to consoles, man. That was crazy. I had that game. We used to play that game a lot. I used to play Arch Rival a lot. It was fun. It was a 2-on-2. You could punch the person to steal the ball. You dunk. It was just like NBA Jam, but with non real players. Nobody known there, but it was just dope, bruh. I don't even know. It was an arcade game first, and I lived down the street from an arcade. Malibu Castle was what it used to be called. It was like this big old. They had miniature golf course. They had the damn a little go kart racing, and they had the arcade. And I remember finding that game Arch Rival in there because I was hooping too. I fell in love with that game, bro. I would go to that arcade all the time to play that game. All the time after school, play that game. Mm-mm-mm. Live 95 might have been the best live besides Live 2009 because I'm biased. Wait, Live 2009 was when. Let me make sure it's 2009. Hold up. I might got the years wrong. But 2005 was definitely one of the best years for Live for sure. Um, hold up. Hold up. Yeah, yeah. Oh no. 2005 was dope besides 2008. 2008 was super dope too. For me personally, that was the year my boy was on the cover, so I was loving that game. I was loving that game. Yeah, man. EA soundtracks have always been on point. EA soundtracks have introduced me into being able to listen to other game soundtracks and actually gain music that I add to my playlist and liked. I think if NBA Live and Madden, like if EA Sports never did that game soundtrack with the systems, um, I don't think I would have heard a lot of people now. Like I wouldn't have given it a chance now. I wonder what the splits is for artists getting on these games. Do they get any? I doubt they get any percentage from the sale. They probably just get the clout from being on there and the recognition. Because for the last few lives, I found some artists that I never heard of until I heard their song on the game, and it made me like the song more. So I started rocking out with the songs. You know what I mean? Maybe not too many songs after that, but at least that song I would put it in a playlist or listen to it. But EA Sports definitely changed the game because I remember the soundtracks of Madden. I remember the soundtracks like Madden and the different songs that, like, because when you play these games for so long, you start to hear these songs so much. You start to like them because you hear them so much, or at least you know them. And if you're grinding on these games like I were, you're putting hours and hours of time playing these games. You're gonna start to like these songs. So what Madden would do, maybe live too, but I remember Madden more. By me playing Madden so much, I would hear songs from artists I would never listen to before, but like their songs, like these rock songs and shit. I like that they do that now. That's a good way for artists to get their name out there by being on these game soundtracks. I even think about that with the game I'm talking about, game of all time, GTA, because GTA, they still add new songs, but they got a lot of songs that have been on there for a long time, and those songs are embedded in your brain if you've been playing GTA since it came out, however long it came out. Somebody could let me know in the chat what year GTA 5 came out. I forgot the actual year. I think we might have even said it earlier. But some of them songs, you know what I'm saying, been on there for a minute, and it's like it's crazy. Hey, big shout out to you, Retro RMW. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you very much. I'm gonna take a shot to that too. The $5 shot or the every ten likes is another shot. That's how we rocking it. So either hit the like button or do what the homie Retro RMW did. And mm, okay, that might have been too much, bro. That might have been too much. But good looking out, bro. I appreciate that. Damn. That was a big one, bro. Pause. Whoa. 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 SRT Jack Boy First Day Out. That's a song on GTA 5. 2013. You guys let me know another game that's been popping for that long. You let me know another game out here in the world that's been popping for that long, man. GTA has been popping since 2013. That's crazy, bro. Wait, so hold up. They ain't gonna do no 10-year anniversary. I had to do some math because I'm bust. It's easy math right there, easy. But I did math on that to make sure I wasn't gonna say the wrong number. That's crazy. A video game has been relevant for 10 years, bro. I know Skyrim is a very popular game, and maybe people still play it. I haven't talked to the people who I knew who are still playing it, but that was a game I know that stayed around and relevant for years and years before they came up with the next one. But this game has had a 10-year run, like with not many complaints every year. Every year for 2K, there's complaints about the game. Madden 2. GTA comes out with new DSLs every few months, and the game is still popping and relevant. Oh, what's the word? Shit, relative. No, that's yeah, right. Relative. Oh shit, Lobos. Yeah, it's still relative, right? That's the word, right? Relevant. It's still relevant. It's still relevant 10 years later, bro. I just played it 2 days ago, the day before yesterday. Like, you still can run missions, you still can interact with people. Like I said, new DSLs, which means newer items to do, newer missions. They just had the Dr. Dre thing on there. Like, that game is crazy. And GTA 5, I'm gonna say rumored to come out next year because they've been rumoring GTA 5 the last couple years. Remember, I don't know if you remember, I remember hearing GTA 5 was supposed to come out when PS or GTA 6 was supposed to come out when the PS6 came out. It was supposed to be like the first game or like the main game with the new console was GTA 6. Then they flipped it and said, "Oh no, it's just an updated version of GTA 5," which I don't. I mean, I have friends who have PlayStation 5, but I never asked them the difference of their GTA 5 compared to the current GTA 5. And the people that I know that have the PlayStation 5, they didn't get GTA 5 again because they already have it. They're just gonna wait for GTA 6. So I don't know nobody right now who knows what the new GTA 5 on PS5 looks like. What's the bigger difference besides graphics? You know what I mean? Doesn't that mean shot? What? What? Wait, 13 years? Wait. Did I get that wrong? Wait a minute, bro. What the hell did I just do? Wow, that sounded wild on the damn video. And then I'm over here thinking I got the math right. I'm not thinking correctly at all. I'm not thinking correctly at all. Shout out to everybody here watching on Bobby Thrift, Bosco Mitchell, or on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. If you're hitting on, okay, cool, all right, cool. Because I thought I was tripping. Um, Yeah, no, yeah, GTA relevant for so many years. I've met some people on there that I'm still cool with, and I met them over online. I never met them in person, but I've talked to them enough and made enough communication to know them well. Shout out to the homie Brandon for sure out there in Milwaukee. Like, um, the internet stuff is weird, man. The internet world is just wild. Like, the gaming world is crazy. Like, I've met people online playing the games that I make a crew with, and we run games up on 2K. People that I don't know personally, but we can link up online and we got a rapport and we good. And you know what I mean? That's the one thing about video games that, you know, it's a couple things about video games. Like, for one thing, I remember hearing a study a couple years back. I don't know how many years back it was, but it was a minute ago. But they said people born in the years that I was born, like the years that I was born, like it might be true for people born later too, for sure. But they said people who were born in the time when the games kind of started, that's gonna be part of your life forever. Like, you'll never get tired of playing video games because it's kind of was embedded into you since you've been kind of coming up. 80s babies, you know what I mean? Like, that's when Atari, Intellivision, Atari, that's when that shit started. Atari and television, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Sega Genesis, all them systems started. We were around since the ascension of the consoles. That sounds like ancient old shit, but it's real. So like I'm sure there will be people in their 70s still playing some video games of some sort. You know what I mean? When you're intertwined with something like that, you know what I mean, that's just what it is, as long as they make it relevant. Now we're stepping into the VR, which I'm honestly afraid of. I'm afraid of it in the sense of like, I think I'm gonna enjoy it too much. If they make GTA 6 in VR form, that shit's gonna be ridiculous, bro. And then you'll be stuck to the game. Like I was with my girl, we were visiting some of her family, and the neighbor's house, you see the sun in the you, like their living room window blinds are open, and you see him with his VR punching in the sky and doing shit, playing his VR. I could see myself. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm not trying to get to that point because that shit's probably super addictive, bro. If you came up with video games in your life and you get into a video game that you like and you have time for it, you're gonna be fucking addicted to it. Or whenever you have free time, you're gonna go back to it. Like it just never fails, bro. And for a game like GTA to continue to reinvent itself every few months, bro. All these other games after GTA definitely took pages from GTA, even if they don't, like Fortnite, Apex Legends, all those type of games that keep uploading new DLCs. That comes from GTA 5, bro. I mean, of course, Call of Duty does new DLCs, and I believe Halo did. No, Halo didn't do DLCs. I don't think they did new updates like with new maps. Maybe they did. I can't think of it right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't mess with GTA 5, bro. I go to war for that game, and the fact that it's based on the city where I'm at. That's why I'm also not looking forward to GTA 6. I am, from a consumer standpoint, from a video game lover. I can't wait for GTA 6, but I'm hearing it might be based out of New York, but then I'm hearing that it's going to be a state map. Like you can go to New York, you can go to LA, you can go to Vegas. Like I'm hearing you can go to all the cities. So I don't know what to fully believe. If you're able to cruise a real full map in the game, that will be just wild. But with this technology nowadays, why would they not make it that possible? But I like GTA also because it's based off of where I'm at. Like I can play the game and go to the same locations in real life, for one, for sightseeing, or to really need to do something. Like they got the city building, they got like I sometimes have to go by the what is it? I sometimes have to go by the Beverly Center or by uh what is it? Rodeo Drive and stuff like that. I have to go by these locations that's in the game. And it's just dope that it's a game that's based off where I'm located. And people ask me all the time who's not from here, yeah, that shit's on point, bro. Like they did a great job with the map. There's a few videos on YouTube of people making videos of GTA 5 versus real life. I tried it. I have a video on my channel. I don't think it's still public though, because it didn't do well, but I even tried it. I went to a few locations that was in the game that was in real life too. You know what I mean? Yeah, you do. Yep, you do. Yep, you do. Yep. Gotta go buy the Beverly to paint the car. Facts. Yep. Yeah, video game for sure at the peak of the 2000 era. I can totally dig that. Yep. Yep. And I believe GTA might have been a big part of it. GTA's, Call of Duties, and Madden's. I could be wrong. I could be biased from a bias standpoint. I know there's a lot of other games out there that were really popular, but the games that I was involved with were really pretty much a big culture games, like culturally, like what's the word for it? They have big followings. The 2K following is crazy. The Madden following is super crazy. Halo had a big following too. I know COD Call of Duty has a very big following. I'm just now jumping into it because there's no Halo available for me. Even though I still haven't played it yet, but any any of you guys out there who play Call of Duty, let me know if you guys are on, because you can cross-play on Call of Duty. I need some people to run with so I can be sorry and suck, you know, pause. but I need to be with some people who can carry me for a little bit while I get my bearings together. You know what I mean? Because I do want to play the game, but I know I'm gonna be trash. I was just watching somebody play, like either scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or somewhere, and I seen people playing a game, and it's the action on Call of Duty is like this, bro. It's like this. Like Halo action was kind of fast. The one thing I never went to Call of Duty when I stayed on Halo is because like Halo, you could shoot a few times before you die. Call of Duty was always the one shot kill, but then I realized later that that's just a game mode. You know what I mean? Um, so you can change it up, but Call of Duty seems a lot more serious and real, and Halo was more like fun and game, like, you know what I mean? Used to play. I'm saying, bro. I'm saying. I know a lot of people who did that type of stuff. That shit is addicting, especially like I said, if you were around when games are like first starting and you played them games as an adolescent, and then you evolve with the games evolving too. Like, yeah, it's one thing to grow up as a kid after they have been around and kind of evolve with the games too. But if you've been there from the ascension and seen how they evolve, it's a whole different game, a whole different ball game, or a whole different outlook than just like the latter years. Even though there's been involvement all day, but to see Centipede or what's the one where the two lines are hitting a ball, ping pong, whatever, to see from that all the way to this stuff now, you cannot be. It's hard to not be engaged. Last what is it called? Last Thanksgiving, I was out there with my cousin and my auntie and everything, and I played that new game Gears of War or God of War, whatever it's called. I never played that game before. I heard about it before and seen like cartoons, or not cartoons, but commercials. That's the liquor talking cartoons. Seeing commercials about it never struck my interest, but playing it, like he's like, oh, you ever played this before? Check it out. That's one of the best games out. That game is hard. Gears of God of War, whatever I think it's called. That's a crazy game too. And that's why I stay away from the games, because I don't have an addictive, like I don't get addicted to a lot of shit, but like a game is something I could get addicted to it because it's something that attracts my mind. And there you go. Yeah, see, it feeds that. It feeds that ADHD type of thing. That's what games do. And maybe that stuff came from playing get video games for so long. That's where that starts. ADHD. You get hyper focused on these games, trying to pass the master boss or score points or whatever it is you're doing. Get kills in the game. You know what I mean? Oh shit, I don't know how I said that. Maybe not. That's cool. Shout out to everybody here, man. I appreciate you guys chilling out. We still rocking for a little while. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Let me check and see where we at with it. 21 over here. Hit the like button if you're watching on any one of the channels, any one of them, of course. Um, but yeah, man, these video games is ridiculous. That's funny. I just seen this right now, Rich. That's hilarious. That's real. And see, I've always thought that people who served Call of Duty is probably a game that speaks to y'all, bro, because y'all was in the field doing that shit. I could only imagine, like when I hear people, like when you see videos of people playing Call of Duty, you could tell who really was there and who were just like really good gamers, because like the terminology, wow, the terminology that they use is just different, and then how they're killing and moving is just different. Call of Duty is a very fast, wow, a very fast paced, um a very fast paced game. And I would imagine, well, you said you die in 4 seconds though, so that kind of defeats what I'm about to say. I'm about to say that if you done it in real life, you probably really nice in the game, but you said you die in 4 seconds. That game was very fast paced as hell though. Like it's constantly fast paced. The better you get, the more fast paced. It's like soon as you spawn, you have to be able to really like know where you're at and shoot and aim if you see someone, because you might have spawned and seen them, but they've been already there, so they see you when you spawn and kill you right away. Like Call of Duty gets reckless, and that's why I never jumped there, because I felt like my Halo pace was good. When they respawned you, they spawned you a couple seconds away from people so you could go find them again. Call of Duty seemed like they spawn you right into action. Like soon as you spawn, it's like you better shoot or else you about to get shot. Like, yeah, people camping out for the game. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That was another reason why I didn't get into that, because I felt like if you got people camping out for a game, these guys is nice. I'm gonna stay my little Halo stuff over here where I already know all the maps by heart. I'm gonna stay there. But Call of Duty people were serious about it. I felt like Call of Duty attracted more of the people who might have used to serve, or just people who were really like technical about the shooting and stuff like that. I just felt like it was a different genre. It was a different element of gaming. And now I have it. I haven't stepped into it yet, but we will. We will soon. I just need a strong team that can like disguise my trash playing first. As I get used to the Call of Duty flow of things. Hitman. I think I remember hearing about Hitman. I definitely remember Hitman and Scarface. I never played them, but I definitely remember those games for sure. I definitely remember those games for sure. I'm slurring all kinds of shit, bro. My bad. I apologize. My bad. Hmm. Wow. That's crazy. Took a week off to play Call of Duty 1 year. Damn, that's crazy, man. The thing is crazy though. Like I see even what you're saying. Like you could have made YouTube videos of you playing that Call of Duty and made money too, though. That's the thing about the gaming part that people, you know what I'm saying? They don't, some people we know, obviously cool, we all know. But a lot of people didn't know that you could make money from playing the games. You know what I'm saying? And like, had you known that at that time, if you had a YouTube channel to stream your shit, like it's crazy. Some people knew about that shit 10 years ago and was able to kind of monetize their gaming. I think about that all the time. Like, cause at one point I was nice and like super nice in 2K. You know, it was a time where like I did have time to play it because I was home taking care of mom when she first got sick. But when she was down for the night, my way to get away from what's going on was hopping on 2K. Late night to early morning. And that's when I met my friend who lived in Wisconsin and the other homie who lived in Boston. They're 2, 3 hours ahead of me. So when I'm still up at 5 or 6 before my mom gets up and I do my daily stuff with her, I'm still playing in the game. So I'm playing a lot of hours. I was ranked up there. Childhood champ was my gamer tag. I was doing my thing. And I think about it years later. Fuck, if I just started a channel then and streamed then, I'll be a crazy gamer. Because I mean, of course, when you're doing it and you're doing well, you never stop playing, so you only get better. Yeah, man, I swear, shit like that. When you had them times to really binge hours into it, knowing what I know now, it's like, damn, I could have really came up on some shit there, bro. My boy, like Gil, he had some Halo teams. He did. His hobby was playing Halo. His downtime, like mine, was playing Halo. So he got good enough to be part of one of them Halo teams, and he sponsored a Halo team because niggas was really into the gaming, especially Halo. And like I said, if I would have thought about streaming my stuff at that time, who knows what my gamer situation would have been. I'd probably be known to you guys as a gamer as opposed to, a sneaker YouTuber, because we was really going in on that 2K, playing hours and hours and hours straight like the guys do now, you know what I'm saying? But I was ranked in the top 1, 2, or 3 always on the park when they started the rankings, man. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could take advantage of it, but it is what it is. Yeah, no. The thing is though, with the content, you don't even have to be really good. It's just about doing the content. People like to watch other people play game. excuse me. People like to watch other people play games, good or bad. Like I've even seen people stream games and say a sorry 2K player streaming, and people will be in there watching a sorry 2K player. They want to see what it looks like when somebody plays 2K and they suck, and they want to see when somebody plays a game and they're really good. It's crazy that that's even a possibility, but that's true. But yeah, bro, that's crazy, man. That's crazy to be able to download the gameplay from what when people was really doing well and shit. Could have been some money made, you know, for real. Because to be honest with you, at the time when they had the rankings on 2K, the leaderboards, as they called them, I didn't think nothing of it. But once I checked a couple of times, I see my name 123 12 12. I'm like, whoa, that's dope. Okay, I just thought of it that and just kept it pushing. But thinking back on it now, what them leaderboards be doing and how you can take advantage of that stuff, is like, damn. And then I changed my gamer tag 2 or 3 times since then. So I'm surprised I even remember the gamer tag to say it now. Childhood champ was the gamer tag from Xbox to PlayStation the first time, and then I changed it like 2 times to where now I'm Bossco YT on PlayStation. I'm Bossco YT. That's my Bossco _ YT is my gamer tag. If you guys are on any one of the platforms, we can get some games in. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah. But yeah, even if no matter your skill level, man, if you were streaming games, people was watching. That's for damn sure. That's for sure, bro. Video game era is real, and like I'm afraid of GTA 6. I'm not gonna lie. I'm afraid of GTA 6 because I'm pretty sure at some point, just like they added first person mode, they're gonna have a VR mode in GTA 6. That's gonna be crazy because if you get into the VR mode, you're gonna get hooked. You're gonna get hooked. You're gonna get hooked playing it regularly because it's a new game. We've been waiting for GTA 6 for like 3 years now. They've been dangling and fake hinting about the game for like 3 to 4 years now. So that's another way to get hooked. Then I just seen some stuff that seems like it's rumors, but maybe it's true. And you guys can let me know if you heard it too. There have been reports that you can make money in GTA that can translate into real money in life. And I don't know if that means by real money in crypto type money because it's all digital currency, or if it's going to be real USD. But I've seen reports of them saying that you can make real money in GTA 6. I'm like, y'all doing a lot right there. Y'all trying to have people playing that game morning, noon, and night forever. Like, you about to tell them they can make real money playing the video game, like without being a popular streamer playing the game? Man, I'm here, bro. It's not even a lot. I mean, it's a lot because the shit was filled to the top, and I'm taking good sips. I feel like me showing you it's not a lot going, but it is. It is. It is. I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it right now. You know what I mean? I'm feeling it right now. We trying to have this last at least. I mean, can it last to the week? I'm gonna go live. I mean, to the weekend. I'm gonna go live more times during it. Drink my apple juice or my juice right here. I mean, for the next few times, it's only gonna be this because I'm not gonna mix them. I didn't go buy the Lobos for no reason. You know what I mean? Shout out to LeBron James. Go get 5, 6 rings before he's out of here, bro. I know the homie said he's not gonna win no more. The league is not gonna let the all-time leading scorer not finish with 5 rings, bro. They set it up for everybody else. They need to set it up for LeBron too. Oh, okay, good to know. I never when I seen those Instagram posts, cool. I never like looked more into it. I just scrolled past it because I didn't want to hear that shit. But that's crazy that they even said. I'm like, what the fuck? You can make like how, bro? How? How could they do something in the game where you can make real money unless it's some digital currency, crypto type stuff, which would make sense at that point. But they were making it seem like USD, and I'm glad they said that was a rumor, bro, because that was crazy. You gonna have everybody playing GTA 6. I tried to get into Red Dead Redemption. I played it a couple times, and I just didn't do it. I ended up selling that game, and I never should have sold it because you sell it back to GameStop, they give you fucking crumbs for it, bro. Never sell a game back to GameStop. Sell that on a second market. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, let me just trade it in and get credit towards the new game. Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, true, 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 true. And I've never heard of any other game doing that too. So it really didn't seem like something that was true. But the fact I kept seeing it on my timeline, I'm like, is this real? But I would assume they have a VR mode. They had that first person mode, which nobody else really had. I'm assuming they would come with a VR mode too for GTA 6, but I haven't heard anything about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did with the way everything is going right now. You know what I mean? Everything's heading towards VR and the new innovation and stuff. So that would be kind of crazy to see if they did some shit like that. You know what I mean? Sure. Big shout out to everybody here watching, no matter which, for however long you've been here. Don't know how long you've been here, but I appreciate it. And whatever platform you've been watching me on, we're only going live on 3 today: YouTube, 2 channels, and Twitch, 1 channel, of course. Um, Crazy shit though, bro. We shall see what comes up tomorrow. Anything interesting, any shoe releases, any shock drops, any surprises about stuff. Apple VR gonna be crazy. Hey man, I've heard about the Apple VR. I've heard about it. It's definitely looking pretty crazy. You know, uh, I say it all looks scary. And I say that in a sense of looking scary because it's gonna be too fun and addicting if you have an addict. It's like I'm acting as if I was an ex like drug user and like I hear of a new drug. I'm like, I'm not even trying to hear about it because I'm gonna be drawn to it and I want to play it or want to take it, with a new game that's interesting that I would like. No, I would be trying to have all my free time into that. Like I'll be trying to get back into GTA because that's really fun for me. It takes me to a different area. I can do my little chaos and be fun. I got my new cars. All that little stuff is fun. You know what I mean? But like, man, you realize in real life what else you're losing and not being able to do. That's what sucks. So so I know that now, being that I'm older. If I was younger, I wouldn't think like this. I'll be just playing the game. But nah, man, that is these games is addictive. If they're fun, they can be addictive because you want to. I'm always, the type that wants to master things and want to, video games and sports definitely gives that competitive spirit there. It feeds it and encourages more of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro. GTA is crazy because of how big the map is and just what you can do and the constant interactions with different people. Like they got all the formulas that you would need for a successful video game to be successful for 10 years because you're always meeting new people if you talk to people. I don't really talk. I usually just listen to everybody act stupid. A lot of times I just go in a private chat and don't hear nobody talk at all and just do my chaos. But it's crazy, man. That's one magnificent game. If I had to say best game I ever played, it has to be GTA 5, even though I love so many other games and so many other games were dope. Ninja Turtle games, Mario Kart, all that shit. But GTA 5 I have never had another game that held it down for 10 years. Where like I would play it every like at least every year a bunch of times, like no other game. Please let me know another game like that. I mean, maybe the CODs, maybe 2K, maybe because I played 2K a bunch of years in a row. But GTA 5, one single game for 10 years, like that's crazy, bro. Shout out to Rockstar, them dudes, whoever is on payroll at Rockstar, them dudes gotta be super chipped up, bro. Super, 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 super chipped up. Cause like they super chipped up. The thing is, game developers and stuff like that, you tip your hat off to them because they can be rich and be low key at the same time. They can be filthy, filthy rich and you not know who the hell they are. They can walk freely to the mall and do everything the celebrities can't do. You know, shout out to the game developers. I wish I would have thought to do that before or something. That's crazy right there. These guys be chipped up for all the money. You would never know it because you don't know who the fuck game developer is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could live down the street from a game developer on 2K and not know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, have no idea. Just see this dude in a Bugatti every time. Like, who's that guy? That's crazy. That's dope. Meanwhile, he's a graphic designer for 2K or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Never would know. 3,500 at launch party. What you mean? Oh, 3,500 at the launch party for, yeah, for the Apple thing you're talking about. That shit looks crazy because that's combining the world with, it seems like, the video game world. It really seems like that, you know. But that's where we're headed to. It's either get down or lay down, you know, join and be a part of it, or get left behind with the technology, which I'm not really tripping either way. I'm posted up, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That stuff is crazy though. That shit is crazy. Shout out to the video games out there. Shout out to the sneaker collectors out there, sneaker world. That's always a great thing too. You know what I mean? Both worlds kind of combined too, with Nike doing their whole little collab with Fortnite. There's a whole Nike Fortnite thing that they've announced that's about to come out. You know, if we can get four more likes. If you're watching and you have not hit the like button, hit the like button. We'll take one more shot together. You know what I'm saying? We need four more likes, whether you're watching on Bobby Thrift or Bossco 2.0. If you can do it, if you haven't done it already, you know what I mean? But we chilling out. Been rocking for a minute here. I don't know what that VR is gonna look like. It should be crazy. I could look at the video probably now, see what it looks like. I don't want to look at it because it might intrigue my interest and want to get it. But it is a lot of money, so I know I wouldn't get it right now. I heard it's like pretty pricey. Is that what you mean? 3,500, $3,500, or was that 3,500 people at the launch party? But it's like in the thousands of dollar range for sure. You know what I mean? But would it be in that much? You know, they said that you can be in reality in your real life, but still have your vision to like see your apps and everything on your. It's kind of crazy, bro. They're really trying to combine that. I feel like that VR thing, that right there, kind of pushes people into the AI third web type thing, crypto thing. Like, I feel like that's like an introduction into that, where you're in your real body life, but doing stuff digitally online that corresponds to what you're doing in real life too. You're bringing a video game into your real life, GTA into your real life types. It's like a little weird because those lines will get blurry as AI gets better. You know what I mean? So it's like a good thing and a bad thing, but I feel like it's inevitable. It's going to happen regardless because that's just where we're headed to right now. You just got to either figure out a way to get adapted to it, used to it, or not, and fall by the wayside, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's all up to you in a sense. All up to you in a sense, bro. Shout out to everybody though, man. We had some Lobos tonight, chilling out. My Lobos bottle's looking pretty good. Still got some more for some more streams, of course, a lot more left. We're gonna keep that going too. Every 10 likes, a shot, a celebratory shot. Don't want to do it every single stream because I'm not an alky, but you know, I like to do that sometime. Encourage y'all to encourage me, to encourage each other. You know what I mean? So I feel like with the light on me, I don't know what my eyes look like. Do they look droopy or do they look red from smoking and stuff? Who knows? Not so much. Maybe if I do it like this, can you guys hear me if the mic is here? I think you guys can hear me if the mic was here, right? It don't have to be on my face like this. I'm still working on a microphone etiquette and want to make sure you guys are able to hear me too. You know what I mean? Luckily, it hasn't been too much traffic outside, too much Fast and the Furious action out there. You know what I mean? Not too much. It's been kind of mellow today. So we're gonna post up and chill out with that, man. I appreciate all of you guys for coming through the stream for however long you've been able to be here. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Hit that like button whenever you come through here. If you're watching on a replay, big shout out to you too. And I'm about to get out of here. Hopefully, we'll have a live stream in the morning. If not, it'll be later on tomorrow, but we will be live streaming tomorrow too at some point. So stay tuned for that. It's your boy Bossco. About to get out of here. Have a good night wherever you are in the world. Deuces.